Guys, when the intro's over, we do the little introduction thing. We're going to kick only. So come on, watch on kick if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. But that's where I'm going to be. Up to you guys. Kick.com/coldbeerconfessional. If that's what you're looking for. Not now.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out.
Just like all the other platforms, not everybody's going to get a notification every time. Plus, they redid something, so you might have to check your notification settings. Did they update the app or something?
They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, we kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out.
Fuck is this?
The odds beat the big house.
Come get it. You ain't here. No haters anywhere. They bark. They're all talk. They're all keyboard warrior. They're all fingers, no trigger. They don't want none. I put the address up here.
You put the address 5 minutes before you went live, and you expect your worldwide haters to show up?
And where are they? Where you at, haters? You said, oh, you put an address up, we'll be there. Where are you?
Oh my fucking God. What is wrong with this guy? Oh, there's something wrong with him, guys. Where are you? I want to know right now.
And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
Wondermort's a fan. Oh no. Oh no, is this not working? Hold on. Why is my You guys have to hold on just a second. My chat integration is not working great right now. But keep chatting so I can keep testing what's the matter here. Yeah, keep chatting. I know it works on Restream. Oh, there's hi everyone and Will. What was that from? Is that from Kick? Okay. But the Twitch ones are not showing up. Is that right? No, Toy Soul. Okay, maybe they're all showing up. Maybe they're all showing up now. Maybe I just had to refresh. All right, guys, we're going to do the intro, and then we're going to be on Kick Only. It is the weekend. We're going to be on Kick Only, so if you're somewhere else, you're wrong. You are wrong. Here we go.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there.
It makes you log in.
Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I am Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. Live on Kick exclusive, guys. A Kick exclusive. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. We're over on Kick. I'm shutting down all the other ones. This just serves as your alert how to find us. We are over on kick.com/coldbeerconfessional. Kick.com/coldbeerconfessional. You can also go to coldbeer.fund, which is where you can donate. And there is, at the very top of the website, there is a black square with a green K in it. That'll bring you here. If I click on that, boom, there it is. It opened. There you go. That's how you get to Kick. That's how you come watch me. Or type it in your browser, download the app, and search for my name. Whatever you got to do, but click the link that the mods are dropping. We're on Kick Only. I'm shutting down the rest of the sites. I'm not going to keep them open as long as I usually do because we're starting a little bit later. So I'm going to close that, and we should be good to go. So if you're watching on one of the other ones, you're going to lose a stream. That's supposed to happen because we're on Kick. Let's see. Let's kill. YouTube needs to go private. That's first. Sorry, I have to say these out loud or I'll fucking forget them. YouTube goes private. It'll be back tomorrow. There you go, YouTube. You are now private. And then we will kill Facebook. Boom. Facebook's gone. Then we will kill YouTube stays on. Then we will kill Twitch. I wasn't live on Rumble today. So we are over on Kick, a Kick exclusive for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This should get me qualified for a partner on Kick, and I'll be able to email them and take care of that. But that's where I'm at right now. So thank you guys for helping me out. Thanks for coming and viewing. I'm already an affiliate there. That's why you guys can subscribe. But I have to have 12 days and 30 days. I have to have 30 hours and 30 days of streaming, and I have to have 300 unique chatters in 30 days. So that's where I'm at. Come check me out on Kick. That would be great. Thank you very much. If you're wondering what the video I was watching a second ago, we'll get to it. That was Derek Johnson. But we got a couple other things to do first. So, where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Let's see here. Give me just a second to go through this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. We can play that in a minute. Derek Johnson screaming his address. We can play that in a minute. I was on Tony's show earlier. I know where I want to start. So, the person who does my, What was I just going to say? Oh, my cameo, my intro video, Linda Benda. You guys know Linda. Well, she finally did an update, and we need to check that out because it seems like she's going to be making some more content. But she's finally back. She's been gone for like a long-ass time, too. But she finally did an update. If we can find it, I think it is... Here's probably the first. So there's 2 parts to it. So we're going to watch this update right quick, and this will let you know where she's at. Linda Benda.
Hey guys, it's me, Linda Benda.
Hey, daddies.
You've probably been wondering where I've been. For starters, I have been legally and physically threatened to stop talking about Jupiter. Also, I've had to move out of fear for my own safety. It's been about 3 weeks since my last post here on TikTok, and
So she says she's been like threatened legally and physically threatened, and she had to move.
part of that was from the threats, and part of that was because I wanted to give the Nimba police a little bit more time to gather evidence and make an arrest. You might be...
Which I don't blame her for that. Okay, she was posting a lot of things, and she was saying, hey, they performed a search warrant. He's living with his dad now. He's been evicted. They're searching for his stuff. They confiscated his electronics. I don't blame her at all for saying, hey, I want to give the police a little bit of time before I come out here and make it a shit show online. But now the police have not acted, have not arrested, have not brought a case, and we know that there's clear evidence that he was trying to fuck around. The problem with pedo poachers or like people who set out to like catch pedos online is a lot of times they can do stuff that completely ruins the case. But that would be if I just sent like logs to the cops or whatever. But if well, I can't recap a 6-month story. You just have to jump in wherever you get in. But if they confiscated his electronics, there ought to be photos, there ought to be chat logs, there ought to be all that stuff there that they ought to be able to get access to.
Give the Nimba police a little bit more time to gather evidence and make an arrest. You might be wondering, Linda, have you done that? The answer to that is no. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about this if they had. They've had about 2 months to take substantial action against Jupiter, and they have not. So I've decided to lay everything out on the table. You haven't even seen half of what Jupiter has done. If you think what I've posted on TikTok has been appalling, just you wait. So, in the coming weeks, the first part of my Jupiter...
If you think what I've posted on TikTok, which has been pretty bad, right? The conversations, the chat logs, the threats, the pictures, the communication with what he believed to be minors at the time has been pretty bad. She says, if you think that's bad, just wait. It's gotta be fucking bad. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, holy shit. Be careful.
Twitter tell-all will be published on my YouTube channel, and I won't be...
A tell-all, not holding back. I see. I'll check them. I'm doing this right now, but I would check that afterwards. I've already looked at the message. You could probably see that it's confirmed that I already read it.
Holding anything back. It's going to get messy, it's going to get gross, it's probably going to get me sued. But I will do anything to get the truth out and get justice for his victims. Thank you guys for all your support. I'll talk to you guys soon.
So that's part one.
This is
no holds barred. Everything's going to be put out on the table. She's going to put the whole thing out there because the cops won't move.
part 2 of why I haven't been posting on TikTok for the last 3 weeks. As I said,
I did leave her a message and said, look, I don't have the biggest audience, but I have a pretty dedicated audience. They love your videos. They love your content. They've been enthralled with the Jupiter story. If for some reason you need my platform to get something out, do something, whatever, you're more than welcome on anytime. Name the time. We'll do it.
Said in my last video, I have been legally and physically threatened to keep quiet about Jupiter. But that's not who I am. I'm not someone to keep quiet. Every night as I lay my head on my pillow to go to sleep, I
didn't want it to seem like I was cloud chasing, like, hey, come on my stream right now. You know what I mean? Like, you should come on my podcast, because I'm not big enough to give her clout. But if it helps advance the case, I would happily do it.
Thinking about the best ways to help those who have came into contact with Jupiter. And the best way for me to do that is to get their stories out there, because I don't want this to happen again. Jupiter is still free, even though he's not on TikTok as of right now. Not being in custody.
And I bet you he is on TikTok. I bet you he's under a bunch of fake accounts. Like every time he got busted before, he would just do like Scott Rogers, shut one down, open another one up.
Of the police, not being locked up somewhere where he can get the help he needs, means that he's still out in public where he can still prey on people in his preferred age range, which is like 12 to 17. And Jupiter's motto, Jupiter's famous slogan is, if you like what you see, then take it. Well, Barge, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I think that it's important for people in TikTok to stop looking at Jupiter like he's some meme. Because he was for a minute. But now it's time for people to look at Jupiter like the predator he is.
For sure.
Using people as objects for so long, and it needs to stop. He doesn't have any remorse. He doesn't have any empathy towards those that he's hurt, and it just sucks. It's not right. My hope in being as transparent as I can with you on
What's up, Jizzy?
my YouTube channel is that action will be taken against Jupiter. Because if the police aren't doing anything, then I'm the next best person that can help. It just sucks that this has fallen onto me because this isn't what I want to be doing with my life. It's what I have to do. And to those that have threatened me, nobody puts Linda in the corner.
Uh-oh.
This is part 2.
Uh-oh. All right, so she's going to expose all. She's back. She said over the next coming weeks on our YouTube channel, she'll be exposing it all. I have not seen any updates on our YouTube channel. She probably posted those videos. Linda Benda. Let's make sure. Yeah, I don't think so. No videos. Nope, that's an older one. And then short. So she's been gone for over a month from YouTube and longer than that from TikTok. So hopefully we get more of that. Here is what everybody's been trying to send me. It's more Shelly videos. So we watched the first Shelly exposed video. By the way, Shelly was featured in a TikTok channel. I don't know if you guys saw that. I posted it to my Telegram page, but it said, "Oh no, Shelly," or an "Oh no, Shelly, no." Let me see if I can find it real quick, and we'll watch that as a precursor to what we're watching next. This is a TikTok channel called The Good Liars, and they do what I think would be really fun to do: go out and record Q-tards and pretend to be one of them. I think I could pull it off really well if I could find like a convention or a protest or something close enough in my area. Or maybe I'm just going to have to pack up and travel. I'm going to have to go down to the fucking indictments. I'm going to have to go down to the court cases. I'm going to have to be boots on the ground. I have to start working on the road again.
The real government that would be Donald John Trump and
Is he in power right now?
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry, he's getting arrested right here, right today.
We've been in military control since 2016.
You're saying the current...
Her sign says "Silent No More," "Save Our Children from Being Trafficked," and then it says SaveOurChildren.org. SaveOurChildrenQ.org. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up that website. So even other TikTok channels found her. SaveOurChildrenQ.org. There's no telling where she got this fucking sign from. Oh my God. October 28th at 6 p.m. at courthouses around the world. Stay silent no more. Save our children. How old is this though? Was this from like last year? I want to see who's writing this. Oh, this is Shelly's website. It says, in January 2021, God woke me up to the evil that was being done to our children all across the world, from child trafficking in our own towns and global networking going on at the highest levels with elites from all nations. One child trafficked is one too many. I agree, but you're never going to stop 100% of this, right? But the massive numbers of children trafficked and sold is astronomical. Elites from around the world have paid high prices for our children and their sick and evil pleasures. For the last time, it stops now. Silent no more. The name Save Our Children Q was given to me by God on 9/30/2022. The idea to bring awareness to the masses came from a fellow patriot who is also a warrior for Jesus Christ like myself. That spark ignited the fire to launch a campaign to get loud and fight for truth to save our children. With God's guidance, we are doing just that. This is a movement to tell the truth about children and exactly what Q is really about and the mission we have been called to. Q is the egg and the sperm at the point of conception. It makes a Q. That's you. You are Q. Life begins at conception. Hey, one thing I think that was really interesting at the Republican debates, even Mike Pence, after he quoted scripture and said, God knew you before you were in the womb, blah, blah, blah. I knew you. That was you. He knows you before. Even after he quoted that scripture and everybody thought he was going to say never any abortions ever unless, rape or incest, the old line that he's got. Even he said 15 weeks should be the cutoff. I think it's probably around 20 weeks. That seems to be when conscious experience, or at least the pieces are all put together for a conscious experience, somewhere around 20. But 15 is better than what they've been. Abortion is I don't care if you don't like abortion. I don't care if you don't want an abortion. I don't care if you want to fucking protest abortion. Abortion, no abortion whatsoever, is a losing fucking issue. If you say no abortions except rape or incest, no, let's talk about what we agree on. Nobody, 70% of America agrees they don't want any type of late-term abortion. Boom, we're all agreed on that. Right? There are some radicals that are like, well, even if the baby's born, but that's not normal people. Okay? Boom. So now we just have to focus on when is the time, because no abortions ever for no one except rape or incest, which is stupid because that's such a small minority of what actually happens. You shouldn't even be talking about that. That should just be a given. No abortions is a losing argument. The same way that Democrats lose on guns. When they start talk about gun control, they need to drop that shit. Those are the two huge losing arguments for both sides. Anyways, Mike Pence said it. What's her name said it? The woman, she said it. That we could get behind no late-term abortions. We could pass that law. We could do this. We could do that. Like, they seem to be coming around to it.
Current president is getting arrested today, but he is not really getting arrested today.
Yeah, that's correct.
He's not really getting arrested today. She then says, life begins at conception. We Q warriors for truth and justice are fighting back to expose evil, to some to see something and to say something. We are the light that shines in the darkness, this evil world, to do all that we can to help save our children from evil. By the way, there are thousands of these people that claim that this is their mission from God. How many children have they saved? How many? We, the people who love God and country, are rising up and everywhere to say enough is enough. God is raising up Davids to slay the giants by having evil arrested and brought to justice for their crimes. Please join the fight to save our children. They are counting on us. God bless Shelly Mullinax and the Remnant Room Warriors. I didn't even know she owned a website. She's got videos posted. Nope, videos are missing. See something, say something. Video, I guess. And all it is an animation. It's a video animation of a tennis ball. Oh, my God. Hold on. I got to show you guys this. This is Shelly's website. Get ready. It's pretty good. Balls in your court. That's the one video she has on her website. Printable flyers from Google Drive. That's not a good way to share, so I can hack your shit back. Social media is rumble.com. Save Our Children Q. Is this her channel? Nope, gone. It seems like she's given this up, but she's still carrying the sign because this was from last year, I'm pretty sure, when she was organizing this shit. This is all from last year. All right, anyways, there has been a concerted effort to expose her. She has a mole that is in her group of admins. She has a mole, and from that mole, we're going to figure out what's going on here. So we already saw number 1 of the leaked tapes. So let's start here with number 2. Admin leaks drop 002. Also, Karma. I saw Karma's been posting these as well. Brought to you by Snippety Snip Productions. There's 4 or 5 of these. We're going to watch them all in a row right here. This is from 8/7/2023.
Accessing files.
That's all right, Brandy. I
But I
can
will
make that
talk
happen
about
if
it
that's a dream of yours.
The admin room, and this is why we have this room, is because when I talk about things that God shares with me, it's not that I don't want y'all to know about it. It's because I don't want the enemy to know about it.
They don't want the enemy to know about it. The recordings that are about to be released are not intended to hurt the individuals who are discussed and mocked by the administrators of the Remnant Room. This is them talking about their own fans again, their own followers. Purpose is to uncover the lies and deceit that is being hidden from you. Godspeed.
A few
I got a
moments
bump on the side of my
later.
note I cannot get rid of.
Accessing files.
Sounded like that dude that came on here in the past, and he's been on other channels, and he always want to talk about MAGA, and it's a level of Satanism and all that.
Oh yeah,
Trying to imply that Trump's part of Satanism. It's like, dude, you're talking crazy.
His mannerisms though, when you said cadence, reminded me, I'm just gonna say it, reminded me of it was parallel to Ramona's son.
Oh,
Gabriel. I kept hearing the language, because he's really out there, hey, close your eyes, where's this going? And she's already said he's got demons. But the language, the tone, the message, his speech
I can go there. Yeah,
was a parallel to Ramona Shake's son. And there's something not right with Ramona, and there's certainly something. What the hell happened?
So again, a lot of these videos are the admins after a voice chat, before a voice chat, or sometimes without a voice chat at all. It's the admins only. The people who run it would be like with me going to my mods, and then a video was released of me just complaining about being like, that damn, I'm looking for somebody's name. That damn Becky, fuck Becky. Oh, and Trey from Philly, he's driving his car, maybe a wreck. Like, this is pretty fucked up that they talk about being a family. They talk about supporting each other. They talk about everybody's got a voice. Let's do the decodes. Jesus Christ. And they're in here talking shit about them, calling them demons.
Happened to Andrea that
oh my Lord, she was strung out on something like that.
When she was talking, it sounded like she had probably extra glass or 2 of wine.
Oh, now she's a drunk too. She's a drunk demon. By the way, Lala Bell in chat just says, if Donald J. Trump, turns out to be the Antichrist, y'all heard it from me first. I'm surprised more people haven't made that connection. And here's the reason why. One of the signs of the Antichrist's return is like he'll sweep over, he'll take over a bunch of people, everybody loves him, everybody supports him, which is what they're claiming is going to happen. I know not everybody loves Donald Trump right now. Really, honestly, I'm pretty fucking done with Donald Trump. Even if President T1 shows up and says, make fun of Biden, and runs away. But they're predicting that he's going to show the world what's really going on and everybody will love and appreciate him, right? Secondly, peace in the Middle East. A false peace with God's chosen people. So it's 7 years that it lasts, that he makes peace. Everybody thinks it's right. Everybody thinks it's peace in the Middle East with God's chosen people, Israel. And then after 7 years, it fails. It's a false peace. And when it fails, it's basically the start of the world war that is Armageddon. All nations warring, coming against Israel and all the people that support Israel, God's chosen people, the Jewish people. He brokered that peace deal, and God said there would never, ever be peace in the Middle East. Ever. Except for that one stint of the false peace. And the person who writes that puts this together, this false piece, is the Antichrist. That's what the Bible says.
That's just saying. Did y'all hear that too?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's no excuse. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a shit how much she had to drink. I'm that guy.
Oh, no. I'm not excusing it.
Excuse, just saying, that's the issue.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And it has been in the past.
We're not excusing her being drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've called her out on it, you know?
Yeah.
No excuses.
I don't understand. I just don't get it. Give them enough time and, they're going to show themselves. And I was really hoping that she'd corrected that because she's been.
These really are their fans and followers, guys.
Last night. Because that was the perfect call.
Yes. Yeah, and she's interrupted. She just.
Oh, yeah. She was stepping all over the channel.
Yeah. Just barging in. And then she was DMing me and then all over the wall, Shelly, you're not answering me. You need to answer me. And
yeah, demanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a little issue there. That's why they call it spirits, right?
A few moments later.
Hey, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he said that's why they call them spirits, implying that drinking is demonic or brings out the demon in you or whatever, gets you demon possessed.
How did it feel to have 100 people on call?
I like having a cheap car, Trey.
What is up with that?
I was shocked. I was reading off their decodes, and I'll tell you, some of them are pretty vocal on their channels too. And I say vocal meaning just in writing, not speaking, but. Carolyn Bird was triggering three people too, so. Jukebox.
The human jukebox.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what Carolyn Bird sounds like, but she is a huge fucking crazy nut job.
That's the one I do.
So how do you get him to talk?
It's kind of a little bit of a problem.
Shouldn't be anymore. That's fine.
They raise their hands. They raise their hands and they don't say nothing.
Yeah, you open the mics and they don't say anything.
President T1.
Look at that.
I'd like to go back to Alicia.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Carolyn, you know a little bit about Alicia, the one I was talking about. Alicia.
Well, was it right before 454?
Yes.
Because I missed that part. I was still.
Aaron said you had the 411 on Alicia.
Didn't you say that she went to a rally?
She went
who she was hanging out with?
No, she went to Dallas in June of last year when everybody was called back. She went. Same with Cowgirl. She never said a thing. She went. Somebody must have mentioned something to her. She posted it, but just that she went. And I thought, okay, at the time I was like, okay, if you're going to go, and Shelly was there. Did you reach out to Shelly?
Ooh.
Have breakfast or whatever with her? And this one said nothing. Alicia.
And that Cowgirl's a nasty bitch. I was saying Raven, it was Cowgirl.
Wow. That nasty bitch.
She's nasty. She's probably worse than Raven. It's bad anyhow.
Her and her mom, aren't they?
Mariah has a cousin named Raven.
I remember them coming back from Dallas last year in June.
Kelly's a nasty bitch, to be honest with you.
I think you went with Tammy and PJ and All in Choices and all them went. And this girl, Cowgirl, I remember seeing her video.
Yeah, I remember her
coming back. Yeah. But Alicia, and I think Cowgirl was driving home or something, and she's pulling into her house with her mom. But she was very, very vocal on Tanner's channel.
Okay.
But Alicia doesn't do anything. She just posts her Arcolect or pool or loop. But she was there, so I didn't know if you met her or saw her, if she came up to you or not.
Oh no. All right, we've got more. So stay in your seats. So that was number 2. Here's number 3. And they tell me the 4th one's the worst one yet is what? Who was the person in here that was Shelly is not MM? That person sent all these to me. Thank you. This is from 8/23, so this is a couple weeks later.
Accessing files.
You know, however you want to look at it. So I have nothing to hide. This is your test of, are you firmly planted in this, and how willing are you to fight? Are you just willing to walk away? Are you just willing to tap out? I believe it's the fiery test. And so it's funny that, you know, we delete Eric and this happens today. Oh, but yet just days ago or a few months ago or whatever, you know, you have these others that are apart. Like I said, there's nothing that I have to hide, and nothing that anybody else that to my knowledge has said. I wasn't on all calls, like I wasn't on all calls when the Scooby-Doo group was there. But yet, oh, Shelly made people do this, or Shelly made people do that. Everybody's responsible for their own actions, their own words, and everything that they say and do. So,
that's literally not true in a lot of cases, especially like brainwashing. Like if I hopped you up and told you that this person was a pedo and a horrible person and is holding kids, blah, 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 and just kept harping on it. Somebody needs to take action. Somebody needs to take action. Somebody needs to take action. Somebody needs to unalive this person, unalive this person, unalive this person. The same things over and over. And then one of you guys snap and does it. Do you think that legally or even morally, but also legally, that I'm not also culpable in that? Of course I am.
Accessing files.
I'm not going to be put through decodes of getting your point across to me. That's not fair. That's not being kind. That's being vindictive.
Those codes that I put on tonight are actually things that I have in my decor in my home, because those are things that resonate with me. That's why I did them. And because they were 369s.
But I specifically asked for you to decode about the Clintons, about the Kelly, about the stuff going on in Dallas.
I think we listened to this one, didn't we?
In Dallas. Have you done any of that?
This part.
I asked that over a week ago, I believe. Maybe back when I posted it about the umbrella man. So in the military, Vincent, when you get a direct order, if you will.
Tell us about that. How's a direct order work? Maybe I just watched this. By the way, I'm going to give you a hot take here. I think it's funny to meme and joke, and I like to make jokes about it. But if you actually believe that the Clinton body list and all those names is like a viable option to disparage the Clintons about, you probably have an issue. Are some of those names like maybe we should be like, oh, well, this probably needs more looking into, or this is weird? Sure. But they're an elderly couple who have known hundreds. And imagine if someone went through your life when you're 70 and looked up every school teacher you had, everybody you went to school, everybody you met in college, or when your first job, all the way up until today, and then see how many of those people died. There's going to be a shit ton of people. Are there some that's like, oh, this one's kind of weird? Sure. But if you're looking at a list of like 200 and some people and saying all of them's connected, you probably need to calm down a little bit. Okay, you probably need to go touch some grass.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, she's forcing them to do the decodes and shit. That one where like I think it's very weird that she said, I told you to decode this and you didn't. Hey, Vincent, what happens in the military if you get a direct order and don't do it? Like, she's trying to say, like, this equates to the military, and because you didn't do my commands, you ought to face the same thing if you didn't follow a command in the military.
When you're given a direct order, you follow it. No question.
So she's giving random followers direct orders to decode stuff. That's so fucking weird, dude.
I specifically asked this room to do a specific task.
So let's be perfectly honest here. It's not like they weren't participating. Okay, if I told the mods, like, hey, chat's been slow, let's only talk about, or I want you guys to talk about Phil's text messages with the 15-year-old girl, alleged text messages, whatever, the document. And then the mods went over there and chatted for a minute, and when I mentioned the text messages, and then other things, it turns into other things, and it turns into memes, then it turns into, let's talk about something else Phil did, let's talk about his houses, let's talk about this. Then I was like, look, I gave you a direct order to talk about only the text message. What happens when you're in the military and you get a direct order and don't do it? Like, they were still decoding. They were still participating in the group. They were still doing their same thing. But they didn't decode the thing that she wanted to decode all day. She told them all day to concentrate on this, and they didn't do that.
And I don't believe I got one decode from either of you. You, PJ, or Tammy.
Fucking bitches. And she's publicly embarrassing
Now
them.
do you see where I'm coming from?
Typically, when I have an issue with somebody, as long as it's just not they didn't pop up in my chat and say, I'm done. You're making fun of Trump. You should make fun of Biden instead. I'm out. But like, if there's like an underlying issue, I would address that privately. Not in front of anybody, even their other admins. Nancy Drew Mullinax.
Do you think you've been fair to me?
Not listening to my commands. Oh no. Obey. 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 Left, yo left. Left, big it up, yo left. Left, yo left. Left, right, yo left. Sorry. I can't hear marching without calling cadence, apparently. All right, so here's the bombshell one coming up. This is supposed to be the last one. Left, right, yo left. Grab the last one. You ready? Atsuko. The same way that you have a tire restraint device for non-driving offenders, or whatever the fuck you call a boot. I wasn't singing, okay? I wasn't singing. I call cadence all the time, okay? All the time. When I'm bored, when I'm walking around, when I'm on the treadmill, all the time. Nobody's here singing.
Accessing files.
Period. We need more people to stand up and be like that.
And Janelle looks like she could be a badass like you. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that she's not a frail 50-pound wet noodle up against this guy who's beating her. So what I'm saying to that, and I do think you took what Gail said wrong, because I do hear, looking at it from a 40,000 foot view, my problem is, I think what I hear Gail saying is, okay, what's not adding up to me is her first marriage. She said she was married to him for 17 years. If I'm hearing this correct, she was married to him for 17 years. He's the dad of the
judging their marriages.
3 and 4 years.
Or 3 and 4 year old. Okay, so this other guy, did she get knocked up with him? Because a 2 and 3 year old, if she's married to this guy for 17 years and just has a 2 and a 3 year old, and then there's another guy involved and she's just had a baby, which is an infant, there's some messing around going on, or she's not being truthful about what's really happened here.
Damn, Shelly.
My question is,
you and everybody's business, bitch.
17 years, and you have a 2 or 3 and 4 year old or whatever, and now you have this other guy involved that she's married to and has an infant with him.
Damn it. Is that any of your business? Who the fuck you calling out for having kids?
And I'm saddened the fact that you would DM Aaron. Knowing, he's pretty much put it out there. Are you coming on calls? I'm not here to fight y'all's battle, his battle, your battle, whatever. That's between y'all.
Damn.
Access
There's a bunch of good cadence. We used to sing one that went 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was a drill sergeant counting 1, 2 on every left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the company, the troop is what we called them, but the troop would call back, "You can't count to 5 because your brain is fried on crack and coke and all that shit you smoke. Crack, baby."
Honeybee, you've posted a lot of posts over on Refiner's Fire, and probably 75% of them I haven't even seen. Multiple codes. Y'all's battle, his battle, your battle,
Sorry, I skipped
whatever.
back too far.
And probably
Accessing files.
Honeybee, you've posted a lot of posts over on Refiner's Fire, and probably 75% of them I haven't even seen. Multiple codes.
Accessing files.
Is she mad that someone else is on the Refiner's Fire chat and not hers? Is that what she was saying? I'm not sure.
Thing is ridiculous.
My family's not ridiculous.
No.
Shelly's not ridiculous. The members of REM are not ridiculous. These are people that I care very clearly about.
I just think that it's the arguing, and why are we talking in front of everybody? For crying out loud.
You're posting all of your posts.
Body. For crying out loud. I just think that it's the arguing, and why are we talking in front of everybody? For crying out loud.
You're posting all of your posts in front of everyone. It's no secret. Everyone knows. They saw you pursuing Aaron in front of everybody. So why wouldn't he call you out in front of everybody? Not to mention the DMs you sent him. And you thinking him as who? Who do you think he is?
Damn it! Pursuing Aaron. Hey, Captain Jack. Meet me down by the railroad track. September 11th, 2001. This is a day the world will never forget. Who is the builder?
Oh, yes.
Hear me out. Satan has had dominion over earth because sin in the garden, correct? It's because of the fall. Because of the fall in the garden with the Eve biting the apple, correct? Well, I was pursued by the devil in the orchard and failed. I failed God and my husband. I was a child of God who fell. I believe Satan tempted Eve just like I was tempted in the orchard. I am like the woman. I am like the... I'm going to turn this down some. I'm like the woman who was caught in adultery and was to be stoned. I am forgiven. It happened in 2001. September 11, 2001 is a terrible memory. I can't get out of my head because I relate it to my unfaithfulness to my husband. Shelly cheated on her husband on September 11th. 22 years ago, but still haunts me. Now to know the story of what they represent makes me know even more that it was evil sending a message that they destroyed me. So the September 11th attacks were the evil side cabal sending a message that Shelly had been destroyed. That I'm a failure. God's plan is bigger. I repented and turned from my wicked ways and sold our house within a week of having it up for sale and moving out of the orchard. So it was where she lived in Georgia. That was what caused her to, give her pussy up to another man. God forgave me, but I kept it inside. My children still don't know. Damn, maybe I need to move Mariah up out the campground. Todd forgave me, and through all of this, still loves me. It's the Shelly show, and we're all just living in it. That's for sure. I feel like I am Eve who was tempted and failed. I feel like I am the cause of the world's sins of the world. I ask you all for forgiveness as I did my husband. Though God has forgiven me, I feel in order for the world to be free, I have to tell y'all, I have tried to live for Jesus Christ and seek him in all I do. I was never looking for another man. When God called me to this mission, I told him I was not worthy because of my failures of my past. He said, you are forgiven and worthy. Honest to God, I am seeking God and Jesus Christ and my Lord and Savior. He knows that. Without him, I am nothing. I said, whatever you want for my life, God, I am yours. I have tried to do just that. Please forgive me for not confessing this to y'all sooner. I know we don't seek forgiveness, but forgiveness from man, but from God. But I feel like it was something I had to do. Everything I've told you in this room has been truth always and from my heart. Jelly out here trying to get a nut on September 11th. Admin leaks.
Accessing files.
This is a much longer video, by the way. It was like 10 minutes
I'm
long.
not mistaken.
13 minutes long.
Would build houses and, he was in bed with the banks, or he would probably even fund it himself. I know there was another guy in this town when Todd and I first bought our first house. He financed that for us. He built it and we bought it from him. A new couple.
That sounds about right. She's probably also complaining about the minimum wage and how all these millennials don't just buy a fucking house. They're stupid, saying they can't afford housing. I bought my first house. The guy who built it fucked me and financed it for me. Weird.
Then we sold that house.
It might have been Bob the Builder, but Shelly turned into old Handy Mandy.
And moved. And so, anyways, I believe it's probably financed. He had to be the one-stop shop man to keep all of his little secrets.
Yeah, I think for 100% she was trying to fuck Protzman, -48, and she was trying to fuck Tenor. It was way too many times she had to come out and say that her and Tenor did not have a relationship. Bullshit.
Check.
He's bending them cankles up behind them giant fucking earlobes.
Oh, I have a house for you.
He didn't see nothing but tits and varicose veins. You know what I'm saying? Tits and varicose veins. Back of them legs all hemmed up.
Yeah.
Look like a road map of New Jersey.
Be it. For what reason? Is it a slave house? I guarantee it.
Oh, she's like into
Maybe not
BDSM.
all of them. Shame on you.
I know that this cheating scandal was before. You said that she went chasing after MVP, and I said, yes, I believe she went after MVP and Tenor. But I know this story is separate from that.
Our children are not for sale.
To be fair, he probably put thousands of babies in you, maybe millions. I don't know how you squeezed them out, squirted them out, swallowed them, gastrointestinally dissolved them. But hell, you probably aborted more babies on your back than the world's ever aborted. Anyways, if she gives me that guy's number, I might fuck him for a house.
Accessing files.
I started working with my aunt at the herb shop, and I felt like that she, I was in a place that he knew where I was, every minute of every day.
I'll raise you one, yaller nuts. I'm glad he's fucking dead. I celebrated when I heard the mods are like, is it bad that like no one cares? And I'm like, fuck, I care. I'm throwing a goddamn party.
And God revealed some things to me. I don't know if I can ever prove it, but
I wish he would have decided he was going to be a fucking dirt bike rider years before.
I had my
Somebody picked him off when he's still in one of those fucking cars.
suspicions, but he swears he never did, which, like y'all know, every day. And God revealed some things to me. I don't know if I can ever prove it, but I had my suspicions, but he swears he never did, which, like y'all know that there was a time in my life that I wasn't
a Jezebel
faithful to him, and I've lived.
Now she's worried. I heard Karma talk about this. Like, she's cheated on him multiple fucking times, and she's ran off to join this fucking cult group and have fucking cult sexcapades. But while she was on the road, she was worried that her husband was cheating on her and making claims that, like, God showed me he's cheating on me. God showed me he's a cheater. And I've had my suspicions. The fuck out of here, bitch. You cheated on him multiple times and ran off to join a cult. I hope he was fucking everything that hold still long enough. Short of relatives and shit. Unless he's into that. I don't know. Maybe he's into incest porn. Who knows? But I don't think you get to say, God showed me this, God showed me that. I don't think that's your call there. After you've been fucking the Bob the Builder and Michael Brian Protzman and Tanner and everybody else and joined their cult and ran away. How the fuck are you going to be mad at your husband saying, God showed me he's a cheater? God showed it to me. And I've been unfaithful, but that was different because I had to be unfaithful so the September 11th attacks could happen and show the world that the gold was missing. I want to know where the gold at. I'm about to buy me a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. Sorry, I'm putting my vape back together.
In full total regret of that, and turn my life around, and God knows exactly, about all that. But there was something that he took from me a long time ago.
Your uterus, your gag reflex. Your gag reflex.
And that was my...
Give us a hint or something, damn.
I don't know how to say it, but he just took something from me that it just hurt me to the core, and I don't think I ever got over it. But I said, I promised. I would not be a product of society that just the norm, divorce rate.
Damn, Shelly. She doesn't want to have a divorce, even though she doesn't love her husband at all. Because he took something away from her that she can't tell us about. She's such a cunt, dude. She's such a cunt. She got caught having an affair with the builder. Hold on. This is like a recap.
You might want to sing it note for note, don't worry.
February 2023, in a live live call with their admins.
In every life we have some.
Shelly confessed.
But when you worry, you make it double. Don't
And then 2001, she got caught having an affair with her builder.
be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Who is the builder? Are they going to reveal who the builder is? That would be very good. I'd like to see that.
Don't worry, be happy.
I want to know who the builder is. Very good videos, though. Hold on just a second. I think I dropped a screw. I got to look for it. Well, I had to find it after the show, I guess. I didn't find it immediately, so I had to find it after the show. Who is the builder? Who is the builder? That's what we need to know. Who's the builder? That should be interesting to figure out. I don't know. Hopefully they'll let us know. Let's go back over here, back there, back here, and our boy Derek having a fucking meltdown here. Let's see what's going on.
Anyway, we're going to hop out in a minute, and I'll show you what the place looks like. That way you can get
I just found it.
A good feel for where I was sitting and what kind of beautiful view I had while I was sitting here sweating like I am again today. But I just want to let y'all know, man, it's been this year's been like 4 in 1. There was so much that we did because within I can't remember the exact hours, but anyway, Charlie Ward was the first person to share the video, and then it took off. There's another guy that was on the tour, the Truth Tour, that I went on in September, starting September the 21st, and a guy named Doug, who is the troll among trolls, who took the link and he kept dropping it all over Twitter. He dropped it all. He put it in every liberal page that you could possibly think of. That's what helped it also.
Such an amazing troll, Doug.
So I'm gonna get out and show you the beautiful Buena Vista, Alabama, where I was sitting. It's a little true spot on the map. It's not even a town anymore. It's got a lot of history here from years ago, and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
He doesn't even fucking talk about Gitmo anymore.
Let everybody know 1776 Nation, the real 1776 Nation, not the stolen one, but the real 1776 Nation, how awesome you are. We do need to keep sharing this stuff out there. I mean, people are finding out more and more and more and more. People are starting to know their rights, stand up for what's coming, you know, and that's part of what it is
I know my rights. Sure you do.
And people always ask me, well, how does it benefit you for us to know this? Well, first off, it benefits all of us to know our rights. It benefits all of us to know how our country operates and who has the control. It's us. We have that control.
We do.
Everybody starts pulling their weight. It's gonna make all our lives better. So, just as I think that day we got a log truck coming or something. This is what you have out here, so I'm making sure you can hear me. But yeah, there he goes. Watch it. Ooh. Give him a shout out.
That wasn't even a fucking log truck. Hold on. That ain't even a fucking log truck, you retard.
We have that control.
That's a dump truck that was pulling a fucking tag-along trailer.
When everybody starts pulling their weight,
Panel hitch.
It's gonna make all our lives better. So, just as I think that day we got a log truck coming or something. This is what you have out here, so I'm making sure you can hear me. But yeah, there he goes. Watch it.
That's a dump truck, Derek. It's not a log truck. The dump truck and a dozer on the back.
Give him a shout out. Dump truck and a dozer. So anyway,
I called it. Called it.
A year ago. It is blistering hot out here. It's already no telling what degree.
And don't go set out in the fucking heat, you goddamn retard.
My phone's already getting hot. So
I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
So we'll get out here and show people the place. It's a little cool out here anyway. So hop out the truck.
This is where he made his video that went globally viral, or whatever the fuck he says all the goddamn time. It went globally viral. Globally viral. Fucking retard. He couldn't say in his mom and dad's house because they get mad at him, so he had to go here to go globally viral.
Let's see if I can get it flipped around for everybody. This is what
Charlotte won't let him scream at home. That's right.
Got the barn over here, and there used to be a windmill there. Storm came through and got it.
Had to pull off on the side of the road and make this video.
And this is the coolest part right here.
He said it was going to be an event. Yeah, I think somebody said that. That is 1 year.
Incoming dono clip.
Was going to be some type of event.
Old store. Got the old pump still here. Store. And see some bullhorns in there. Disabled veteran hunt, and it's where we have the cook-off and everything over there. We can. Let's go ahead and get this in here while we can. That is this is old right here. My dad's had this for years.
Derek, Will Byrd is on, and I hear your voice, and I hear that you're still in Alabama. Why are you still in Alabama? You're supposed to be coming here and bringing the cavalry. Why is it?
No cavalry. No cavalry. You know what one of my biggest pet peeves is? You didn't do this. I think it's a Southern thing. One of my biggest pet peeves where I was a Cav Scout. Thank you very much, Mark. One of my biggest pet peeves where I was a Cav Scout was people always say Calvary. Calvary. I guess where they've heard it in their churches or something. It is my biggest fucking pet peeve ever in existence. I could fucking, it's Calvary is the place, Golgotha. It was the place, the site of the crucifixion. So people in church say, like, I came to Calvary. There's a pilgrimage to Calvary. There's songs that say, like, I came to Calvary to meet Jesus or whatever. I met him at Calvary, the man from Calvary. But it's cavalry. Cavalry is a completely different word that has nothing to do with Jesus. Okay? Jesus didn't ride a horse. Didn't do it.
Go ahead and get that in there.
I never mentioned it, but because I know people will do it on purpose, but it does bother me.
And we'll walk down here to the plaque. Hear another car coming. Hopefully it'll last.
I want to get to these trolls here. Buena Vista.
View.
This is big event with all his followers showed up. $500 a ticket.
No one should tell you what to do with your body. Just sitting there.
Here we go.
Letting the world have it. Why so many people? I mean, here we are. It's August 24, 2023, and people are talking about the mask coming back. And how in the heck did we get here where people don't even know their rights after all this bullcrap? And we got to go through this again? Do I need to get on another rant again? How are you supposed to know your constitutional rights? And also for this reason right here, I mean, we have people who fought and died in uniform for everybody, and we still have people having to question what your rights are? Oh, my body, my choice. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Nobody should tell you. And I've got beaten up by people. Oh, have I got beaten up by Christians in the South? Boy, I got beaten up by saying, look, no one should tell you what to do with your body, whether you like it or not. Right? So if someone wants to go do something unthinkable, if they can get a doctor to do whatever it is, then you shouldn't. I don't want someone coming right here telling me I can't say what I'm saying.
Derek's pro-abortion.
You can come right here, you can come stand right here, and you can say what you want to say. No one should tell you what you can and can't do. We have natural rights, first off. We have God-given natural rights. Simply breathing is not a crime. All right? I don't know where and how you think you grew up, but this is... You breathe
how you
every
think
day.
you grew up?
Right?
You breathe every day.
I don't know how in the world we're going to get people's brains to think that, oh my God, simply breathing oxygen is a crime. How we get that out of your head that we got, first off, if the pandemic wasn't in the federal continuity directives as it is, and it wasn't planned.
Let me ask you this. I got an exercise for you, chat. Do you think that a person should be required to inform another and use, at minimum, use protection, but probably inform another before performing a sexual act if they're HIV positive? Do you think if I have AIDS that I ought to be required to tell you before we fuck? Like if we meet in a bar and I pick you up, we're going to go fuck. Do you think I ought to be required? Do you think that if there's a chance, let's say that I had a relationship with someone else several months back, that they informed me that I'm HIV positive, or that they are HIV positive and I could have been infected later after the fact, and there is a chance that I could be infected. Or let's say this. Let's say that I often have sex with people who are more likely to have HIV. You know, they're sexually liberated. We don't use protection. We don't do anything. And I know that there is a chance that these people could be infected. Do you think it's my responsibility to use protection or inform you that there's a chance that, like, hey, I have sex with a lot of people, you know, me and you're going to fuck. I don't want to use protection, but I'm just going to tell you there's a chance. Hell, I could have an STD. Do you think it should be required to do that? Use some form of protection, or at least inform you, and then we can make a, like, if you don't give a fuck and I don't give a fuck, we're consenting adults. I shouldn't have to, but I should do everything within my power to protect that. Now, If I'm sure everybody agreed with that, you ought to. The thought experiment, okay? Not thought like THOT, even though we're talking about fucking. The thought experience. Now, let's say that a condom, 100%, let's say that a condom, 99.9999% prevents other people from being infected from HIV. Okay, we're going to assume that. Or 90% or 99%, whatever you want to say. Let's say that a condom prevents people from being from receiving HIV or being infected with HIV. Do you think it's a duty then, if I think I could be, there's a chance that I could be or that I am, that I ought to always be wearing that condom, right? If I fuck somebody else, unless we're two consenting adults and you say, I don't give a fuck, I want it, or I don't care, I don't think I'll get it, I think I'm immune. Do you think there's some type of responsibility that if I have this device that does well and prevents and helps and that I ought to be wearing it when I'm having casual sex or intercourse or whatever? Okay, then last question. If a condom is the ultimate go-to, let's say a condom's the ultimate go-to, that's the best chance of not infecting people with HIV that I could potentially have or may have or don't know that I have, but there's a chance. And I'm required to wear it if I'm going to penetrate you, we're going to have sex, if we're going to have to do something. Don't tell me it's not reality. We're in a hypothetical. I didn't say let's focus on reality and use these numbers. It's a hypothetical. God damn, I get so mad when people can't fucking engage with a hypothetical. Now let's say in this hypothetical, not reality, that AIDS, that the condom is what has the highest chance of protecting others. It has the highest chance, whether that's 90%, 99, 91, 80%, 50%, it doesn't matter. It's the best thing to protect others from being infected with HIV. And now HIV doesn't travel through penetration or exchange of bodily fluids, to be more technical, but I can give it to anybody within a 5-foot radius. Anybody within a 5-foot radius. Do you think that I still have that responsibility to, if I'm infected, think I could become infected, or there's a chance that I'm infected, or I know that I'm infected with HIV, that within a 5-foot radius, condom's the thing that works the best. We know that. I have to wear it. If I know it, I have to inform people. I have to get consent. I should be wearing it at all times. Now HIV infects people within a 5-foot radius. Do you still think it's my responsibility to wear a condom and probably inform people and probably get consent and probably go through the steps? Or because now it's a 5-foot radius, I'm just like, fuck you. I'll walk right behind you at Walmart. I'll fucking come up to you and fucking lay my dick on you through my pants. No condom now. I'll get as close to you as I want to. I'll stand right on top of you. I'll fucking cut in front of you at the bank. When the mask thing went around, I didn't wear a mask, but I didn't go close to anybody. I didn't go well, I had to wear a mask, I guess, at the hospital and stuff, but I didn't go close to anybody. I didn't get close to anybody. When it was like the height of the pandemic, I didn't get close to anybody. I would leave entire aisles open for people. I would avoid people. I would go around stuff. But I knew that I wasn't wearing a mask, and if they were or weren't, I knew that I was staying the fuck away from them. But there's still some culpability in society that if there's some type of disease that can be transferred through common space, that you're going to have to do something. You're either going to have to avoid people, you're going to have to space yourself out. If a mask works the best or a condom works the best, you're going to have to do something. Like, I don't know. I think it's an asshole move to just, other people want to be safe, other people want to be healthy, and then you just jump in on top of them, and you're like, fuck it, I don't wear a mask. I'm just going to stand right here 6 inches away from you, though.
Planned and the deep state didn't retaliate with all their drugs and all this bull crap, which is what they did because they had an individual right. They had a right to choose, and they did that. They showed their colors by what they did to you, the people. All right, by all these vaccines.
No, that's coming from me. I didn't wear a mask, and I'm not going to wear a mask. But I'm also not going to go near anybody. Like if mask mandates come back, I'm not going to wear a mask. I don't do it. I feel like it heightens my anxiety. I feel like it fucks with my PTSD because it impairs my vision. And I also often get like worked up and get short of breath. Anyways, I don't like it. I feel like it fucks with me. But I'm not going to go within 10 feet of any goddamn body.
That are killing people, by the way. They are. So if this was the greatest pandemic in the world, all right, if this is the greatest pandemic in the whole freaking world, right, if this is the greatest pandemic, then why did we skip a period where we took the mask off, okay? Why? And nobody wants to answer that, because if it was the greatest pandemic in the world, then we shouldn't have skipped anything. Everybody should have looked like a bunch of minions walking around. So nobody.
This doesn't logically track here. So if in other countries, especially Asia is real bad for it, when like flu and stuff are going around, they wear a mask, right? They wear a mask to protect each other. But when flu's not going around, they don't just continue to wear the mask because they know flu season's coming later. Like if it is a variant that's more infectious than other variants, I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. This isn't logically tracked.
Nobody wants to use these anymore, and that's why that right over there went viral last year, is because so many people wasn't just resonating because it was me. They didn't even know who the heck I am, and some still don't. That's fine. They didn't do it for that. But so many people are afraid to stand up. You have nothing to be afraid of. Our nation was founded in the middle.
This is dumb rhetoric. This is dumb. Like you have nothing to be afraid of. A lot of people do have a lot to be afraid of.
Of a freaking war.
That's not true. Your immune system's awesome. Nothing to worry about. That's not true. Oh, if your immune system is awesome. Yeah, if your immune system's awesome. That is true, I guess. It basically was the immunocompromised and fat people and people who couldn't be. Yeah, that is true. I thought you said the human body's immune system's awesome.
They wrote the Declaration of Independence in the middle of the war. Matter of fact, they wrote it right at the beginning of the war. And they went right back out in these fields.
Yeah, I've been in some countries during like flu season. Like everybody's fucking kids, everybody's fucking masked up. Nobody wants the flu.
For it. How is that so hard to comprehend? And you got all these twat candle freaking libtards out there. All right, you do have to separate people when it comes to this. You got all these twat candy, twat waffle, twat handles, all these people out there.
That was twat candy, twat waffle, twat handle. In that order. Twat candy, I have no idea what that is. Twat waffle, that was funny when I was like in 5th grade. And twat handle, again, no idea what that is.
Blue check officials, all these blue check BS, all these people talking about how, they want to talk about how they changing the Constitution and everything. That's why we look the way we look. That's why we look the way we look.
No, there was, I misread the comment, but there were people at one time. It's like the human immune system's amazing. We need to get infected. Everybody should just get infected and it'll be over. Yeah, but you know how many people are going to fucking die that they don't have a good immune system? But if your immune system's good, you probably don't have a whole lot to worry about other than other people. I know a guy who was like, you'll see him. Well, I don't want to say that. I know a guy who, is it lupus? His girlfriend has fucking lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. So like her immune system's like depressed, always in a state that's depressed or suppressed. Some of the medicines even make it worse and shit. And they were like terrified. I was worried about my parents constantly. My dad has COPD, congestive heart failure, all kinds of shit. Like, I was terrified. And he was one of the people that, was anti-mandate, but they wore a mask everywhere. I wore a mask when I went to see him. We basically decided that none of us were going to see it. We did dad drops for like groceries and shit. We would like buy stuff that was not, if it was perishable, we'd put it in a fridge outside. If it's non-perishable, they let us sit in their hot car, non-perishable foods to like, because heat is always good for a disinfectant. They let us sit out there for like 12 hours before they'd even go get it.
We got all these people who think that they know what's going on, all this stuff. These freaking libtards out there, though. They want it their way. It's like a build-a-bear nation. They want to build it their way, but they don't care about you. It's do as I say, not do as I do. Right? So we have that mentality out there, and nobody wants to stand up to it. Everybody's afraid to offend somebody. Everybody's afraid, I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail, and I'm going to get that.
Well, the way that I looked at it is I did something different, right? I didn't wear a mask. I don't think they should have mandated masks. Well, I guess it depends on how asshole people are. But I didn't wear a mask. I did something different. It's the same way that I look at guns in the home. So if there's a gun in your home, I keep guns locked, cocked, ready to rock. Like I'm not going to be chambering around if you fucking come in the wrong door. I'm not going to be digging it out. I'm not going to be loading a magazine. It's ready to fucking go. But I also have a responsibility to make sure those guns don't fall in someone else's hands. Now, or like children or a visitor or someone else's kids or someone who doesn't know how to operate that gun. I can't just leave a gun laying on every fucking table, and then if someone shoots somebody or a kid hurts themselves, then being like, well, fuck it, I know about guns. So I wouldn't like for someone to come in and say, well, you have to lock them in a safe with this combo, they have to do this, you have to have a trigger guard on it, you have to do this, you have to do that. But I take other steps to make sure that the kids know what they are, know not to touch them. They can't get to them anyways, but if they happen to find someone else's, I take other steps to protect them. The same way I did when masks were the thing. I avoided everybody. I didn't go out if I was sick. I wasn't coughing on stuff. I wasn't touching my mouth, face, hands. I just got the fuck away from people.
Everybody's afraid. And you can't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. All these haters talk about, Derek Johnson.
That's crazy. There's no way I wouldn't visit my parent or a loved one or something because they said a mask. Like, it does make me uncomfortable. It makes me more anxious. The few times I had to wear a mask, like, it heightens my PTSD. I have more fucking episodes, bad episodes, just from fucking having a mask up and like in my vision and hearing my own breath. Like, I don't know. It's something to do with it. But there's no way I wouldn't put one on to go see my parents, for sure.
You schedule
or loved one or whatever.
We're going to be there. We're going to make sure. Where you at, haters? I put the address here, and you didn't show up.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Nowhere to be found.
Where you at, haters?
That's what you are. Everybody's afraid. And you can't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. All these haters talk about...
You think if someone showed up and knocked Derek Johnson the fuck out as soon as he stepped out of his car, he wouldn't sue them in a heartbeat with his Jexit money?
Derek Johnson, you schedule something, we're going to be there. We're going to make sure. Where you at, haters? I put the address here.
Who said that? By the way, none of your fans showed up. I think that's what you're more angry about. But who said, who is following Derek Johnson's like, if you ever do an event, I'm going to be there. Has anybody ever heard me say that? I had people emailing him for months asking for a debate. I was emailing podcast hosts ahead of his podcast appearance asking if they would ask him to do a debate. I didn't want to sneak up on him because then he'd be like, that's their tactics, the left. They come in when you're not ready. I want him to be ready and prepared and shit. I've never said, like, if you throw an event, I'm going to be there.
And you didn't show up. You ain't nowhere to be found. You're a bunch of... That's what you are. You ain't willing to fight for it. I'm right.
Derek hid from Laura at the revival. He asked for security. I wouldn't doubt it.
Come get it. You ain't here. Look. No haters anywhere. They bark. They're all talk. They're all keyboard warrior. They're all finger, no trigger. They don't want none. I put the address up here. And where are they? Where you at, haters? You said, oh, you put an address up, we'll be there. Where are you? Come on, people. Stand up. And all these freaking libtards out there talking about, oh, you're inciting violence. Our founders founded our country in the middle of a war. You should be excited about that. That's what made this go viral. You should be excited about that.
I don't think Laura's no longer a fan. She sent me a message. It's like, sorry for pissing you off on your damn hypothetical question. Look, if you can't take me saying it doesn't have to be true. It's a hypothetical. That pisses me off when people can't engage with a hypothetical. If you can't handle that, the fuck is wrong? Have you been on the internet? The fuck? I'm not going to apologize for saying that pisses me off that people can't engage with this. I'm not going to. I'm not fucking going to. I'm not doing it. There's plenty of people. I've been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They show up. Are you fucking dumb? They show back up. There's plenty of people. But if someone says a hypothetical doesn't have to be true, that pisses me off that nobody can engage with a hypothetical or that people can't engage with a hypothetical. And that's enough. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Our founders wrote in
The internet.
Declaration of Independence.
I'm not sorry. Wait. Let me clarify. I'm not sorry I said it. I'm sorry that it's the internet and you have a hard time engaging with it.
Protects the Constitution. The military came first in this nation. Then they wrote the Declaration of Independence. But before they wrote it, guess what they wrote?
I'm glad you're still here. You don't have to apologize. Just because I say something pisses me off, you don't have to apologize. It's the internet. Stuff pisses me off all the time. Stuff pisses you off. It's no big deal. If I want you to leave or hate you or something, I have no problem telling anybody.
Little thing called military law. And just in 2016,
I think a lot of people at times, not Laura, I'm talking in general. I think a lot of people at times, when I engage with those people, they wish I would be different. They wish I would, this is in general again, not towards anybody specific. They wish I would be different. They wish I would be gentler. They wish I would be more forgiving. They wish I would be more understanding. Maybe that's all good things. Maybe that's stuff that should happen. But if I was generally that way, they wouldn't watch me. The reason they started watching me is because I told people the truth. Because I told people when this was fucking bullshit. Because I told people when this wasn't right. That wasn't allowed. This is dumb. This is the way it should have been. Those people wouldn't have ever found me. But for some reason, people want me to engage differently with them. Laura's never done that. I'm just saying. In general, there's a lot of people that do that. And a lot of people will also say, like, I just said this one time. And that's true. So, like, someone will say, like that President T1 person. Like, I'm leaving. You're making fun of Trump. You should make fun of Biden or whatever. And I fucking cussed her out and told her to fucking leave. And I'm sure that she's probably told people by now already. Like, I just said one thing one time. Sure. But I don't just hear it one time. I've heard it 10,000 times. I've discussed it in a show that you've been on or that other people have been on. I don't hear it just one time. You're not one-on-one engaging with me. I'm engaging with the public that says the same stupid shit over and over and over and over and over again. I've lost all patience for it. It sucks that you're the unlucky person that like pushed me over the edge, but I can't single you out and be like, oh, well, this person just one time said that. I'm already at the edge.
just in 2016, not Donald Trump's Supreme Court. Oh, no. Hey, libtards, get a load of this, liberals.
That's not to Laura either. You don't, nobody has to apologize or say anything to Laura. That's just in general. A lot of people say that. I see them in their comments in other groups like, I only made a comment one time. And I'm like, yeah, but I've heard it 5,000 times. I've lost all the patience I had for it. The second week I was on the internet.
It was Ginsburg and that crew who defined that the military courts and law
Anyways, where are the haters at?
Our nation was founded in twat candy, twat waffle, twat handles, all these
What is a twat handle?
people out there, these blue check
Define
officials,
it.
all
Dare
these
ya.
blue check BS, all these people talking about how, they want to talk about how they changing the Constitution and everything. That's why we look the way we look. That's why we look the way we look.
I think so, Legend. She says we should be able to hash out our differences, call each other out, and hold on. I think that most people don't get how aggressively I do it, though. Like, it would probably work better if I would approach people and be like, well, look, this, and this is the reason why. But I don't know. I can't. I'm not good at that. Or I wouldn't be this fucking weirdo on the internet. I'm not good at that.
We got all these people who think that they know what's going on, all this stuff. These
I want to hear them
freaking
call the haters
libtards
again.
out there, though. They want it their way. It's like a Build-A-Bear nation. They want to build it their way, but they don't care about you.
A Mustang. Mustang. Come on now. Just because it crusts up like rock candy doesn't mean you can call it candy. Twat candy. Come on now. You got to scrub that shit off there.
It's do as I say, not do as I do. Right? So we have that mentality out there. And nobody wants to stand up to it. Everybody's afraid to offend somebody. Everybody's afraid, I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail and I'm going to get that. Everybody's afraid.
I'm just messing with you.
And you can't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. All these haters talk about, Derek Johnson, you schedule something, we're going to be there.
Here we go.
Where you at, haters? I put the address here, and you didn't show up. You ain't nowhere to be found. You're a bunch of...
How much would you give to see a guy in a tree stand about 80 foot up in this pine, and all you see is the glint off his scope? And he's like, you ain't nowhere. And you see like... bold action.
That's what you are. You ain't willing to fight for it. I'm right here. Come get it.
Here's the irony in Derek's statement. Derek didn't fight for it. Derek calls me a disgrace to the uniform, to the flag, and to the country I served. But you know what Derek didn't do? Derek didn't fucking fight for it. Derek's never been in a fucking combat. Never. But the people who have been in combat that call him out on his lies, they're disgraces. They're disgraces to the uniform, to the flag, to the military, to the country they fought for. They're disgraces. Because Derek's got it figured out, and they won't read and interpret it the same way Derek does.
You ain't here. Look. No haters anywhere. They bark. They're all talk. They're all keyboard warrior.
Fucking twat barkers.
They're all finger, no trigger. They don't want none.
I'll give you the finger and the trigger. I'll give you this meat millimeter.
I put the address up here. And where are they? Where you at, haters?
Where's the address? Hold on. This is August 24th. What? Well, let's see. Let's see what notice he gave people. Was that 2 days ago? He's got a breakdown on the mugshot. For anyone who thinks his real mugshot is too stupid to lose IQ on 100%, this is a very, very, very well and strategically planned. If you're still falling for Trump got indicted, you haven't read anything via laws and orders applied to anything over the past year. I've shown math. Do you know where one of the CIC Trump's last speeches was in January 2021? I'm sure you're going to tell us. For the skeptics to prove this isn't Photoshop, watch the hearts and on the 1 year anniversary of going viral. Pretty cool that 138 is both our gematria. I don't know what he's showing. What's he showing? Yeah, he liked it. Oh, is he just showing that Trump's back on Twitter? Is that it? Amazing. CIC is officially back on Twitter. By the way, you ought to be mad that Trump lied. He said he would never be back on Twitter. Never. Keep in mind, private property and open. Okay, here it is. This time last year, August 23rd, 2022, had 22 followers on Truth Social and Telegram and no 1776 Nation for haters to steal, and my life was about to change forever. So tomorrow, I will be in the location where the video went viral around 9 a.m. CST in the same pickup truck. And for those who saw the invite, remember, it's going to be hot, middle of nowhere, but people are invited. None of his fans showed up. None of his fans showed up. Not a single fan. Keep in mind, private property in Alabama is open carry. Don't start anything and there won't be anything. Ad lib the words of that old song. It's been a one good and long year, and just want to let everyone know how amazing it has been. Where's the address? I thought you posted the address, Derek. Maybe that's why all your followers couldn't find it. Oh, wait a second. Where's the address, Derek? Let's hear him. Let's hear him talk shit about the new song.
Incoming dono clip.
Oh my God! Stop it with a donut. No, send more dono clips. By the way, Thomas Mullen's been checking in through email. I know he watches the replays. He's been checking in through email. He's still around. He had 0 portable potties. He was expecting a large crowd, I'm sure. Send them dono clips.
Hi, I'm Shaderick, and I have a message for Will. You're a twat waffle, Will. A twat waffle.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the twat waffle comment. I'm thinking about getting the largest foam cowboy hat that is legally available in the state of Tennessee. I'm not sure what the regulations are around it. Maybe I'm going to need a police escort or something, but I'm thinking about getting one. Still the same. Thank you for the dono clip. I am a twat waffle.
Well, the problem I
That was my bad. Let me restart it.
He's going to ask me about this new song that just went viral. Well, the problem I have with this new song that just went viral is this right here. That song is doing what country music does right now. If you've listened to country music in the last 5 or 10 years, it's the same 4 chords. It's on a loop. All they do is take these songs and they dissect them and they flip it around, and it's about a tailgate. You can catch me tailgating. Lips on a girl. When her long hair's blowing out a roll down window, my old truck shines like a brand new limo. Some girl, you gotta let her go or lay off a jack. And this girl and that girl, she's hair pulled back in a camo cap with a catfish on the line. That girl and this whiskey girl and that whiskey this like a nice cold fireball whiskey shot. Whiskey girl and that whiskey this and whiskey that. I've never seen whiskey.
That's very good.
It's like Americans want to wallow and weep in constant sorrow. I am the man of constant sorrow. Is that what
It's not I am the man. It's I am a man of constant sorrow. There is no the man.
Is this what we want? Is this what we want? Is this really what we want in America? If that's what you want, you got it. And it's the...
It's a decent song. I've made a video twice and deleted it because I didn't think I got the message across. I'll just make the video. I want to tell you about it.
Same old bullcrap. It's this same...
I'll drink a beer because he's in my crack.
Same old stuff. And there's no such thing as an $8 million contract right now. In this current music industry, that is the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard in my life.
That's not, I mean, there absolutely could be an $8 million contract. I know a guy who got an $11 million 7-year deal straight off the street with the first fucking people he talked to. What the fuck are you talking about? And he was small. There were things there were things included in the contract, like they had to make their money back first and blah, blah, blah. And it was given to him like almost like an allowance, like a paycheck. And there was things that he could he had a lump sum, and there's things he could violate that would end it. There's a way that they could end it technically if he started doing so bad. But an $11 million 7-year deal. 3 albums, I think. It was averaging one every 2 years or something like that. No such thing as...
And there's no such thing as an
He's a
$8
liar.
million contract right now. In this current music industry, that is the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard in my life.
It's in this industry. There couldn't be. Hold on. He got 29 million views on YouTube. He was the top of the iTunes chart. Still 26 million views on Twitter. I don't want 6 tour buses, 15 tractor trailers, and a jet. I don't want to play stadium shows. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Anthony wrote, adding, I wrote the music I wrote because I was suffering with mental health and depression. Anthony, who currently lives in a $750 camper that he bought off Craigslist, says he dropped out of high school at 17 and worked multiple plant jobs in North Carolina, including a stint at the paper mill. He's been open about trying and failing to fix his mental health problems and with alcohol. But 1 month ago, Anthony claims he knelt in prayer and promised God to get sober if he helped him follow his dream. In his Facebook post, he wrote, when is enough enough? When are we going to fight for what's right again? Millions have died protecting the liberties we have. Freedom of speech is such a precious gift. Never in world history has the world ever had the freedom it currently does. Don't let them take it away from you. Just like those once wandering in the desert, we have lost our way from God and have false saddles distract and divide us. Emphasis in original. It should say emphasis on original. Amen to that. According to Social Security Administration, the average American male is expected to earn between $1.13 million to $3 million over the course of his life. How many men do you think he would turn down $8 million? Would you? Some may consider. I thought there was something that he showed for proof. I can't remember. I think people were calling him out on it, and I think he showed it something for proof. Did he not? His real name is Christopher Anthony Lunsford.
Sticker Mill makes it easy
I know some
to turn any
Lunsfords.
design into a custom.
Oliver Anthony was his grandfather, and Oliver Anthony Music is a tribute to him in Appalachia. Sorry, I thought he showed something. I may be making that up. I may be confusing 2 different stories. $8 million doesn't seem like a crazy one anyways. That doesn't seem like a crazy contract number. $8 million, and he's got a bunch of songs, so they could tell him, we want 4 albums from him over the next 10 years or whatever. Like, they don't seem like that crazy to me. Tour and recoup, they usually keep 100% of basically everything, but they give you that money up front. But it's technically a loan, like you're paying most of it back and more. Anyways, I don't know. That was silly. It's funny that that's all Derek sings. We'll watch it
He's
again.
going to ask me about this new song that just went viral. Well, the problem I have with this new song that just went viral is this right here. That song is doing what country music does right now. If you've listened to country music in the last 5 or 10 years, it's the same 4 chords. It's on a loop. All they do is take these songs and they dissect them and they flip it around, and it's about a tailgate. You can catch me tailgating. Some lips on a girl. When her long hair's blowing out a roll down window, my old truck shines like a brand new limo. Some girl, you gotta let her go or lay off a jack. And this girl and that girl, she's hair pulled back in a camo cap with a catfish on the line. That girl, this whiskey girl, and that whiskey this like a nice cold.
That's pretty good.
Whiskey shot. Whiskey girl and that whiskey this and whiskey that. I've never seen whiskey cry like that. It's like Americans want to wallow and weep in constant sorrow. I am the man of constant sorrow. Is that what is this what we want? Is this what we want? Is this really what we want in America? If that's what you want, you got it. And it's the same old bullcrap. It's this same old stuff. And there's no such thing as an $8 million contract right now. In this current music industry, that is the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard in my life.
There's a Twitter account called Rattletrap Headlines. That's a very good video. Good job. There was a Twitter account called Rattletrap Headlines. Rattletrap 1776 Headlines. And it's at Derek Headlines is the handle. And it says, quote, any veteran out there who served way more than 4 years and you don't know, quote, end quote, Derek Johnson says he questions veterans' integrity to the oath if they don't know which laws and orders they served under. Goes on to talk about what's in their underwear. Okay. Well, all of you people out there that think Q is a conspiracy, you clearly don't know much about special operations, says Derek Johnson of conspiracy fame. Durkish Johnson slips into at Chris Rock impersonation as he spreads misinformation to vulnerable senior citizens. What in the world are you sipping on? Derek Johnson stands next to road in abandoned Alabama town, granting shout outs to truckers as they go by. Get your 5 seconds of fame, he says. I like these headlines. Derek Johnson shares his feelings about local game warden he has a beef with. Quote, game wardens are Barney Fife on steroids. They think they own the world. Conspiracy theorist Derek Johnson yells into phone while alone in abandoned Alabama town. I have a house full of guns. They ain't hurt nobody. Conspiracy theorist Derek Johnson says Americans need a pull your weight card. Stop milking the system. Quote, it's coming out of yours and my paychecks. I hate that argument, dude. If our taxes can do anything at all, if our taxes can do anything at all, if our taxes can do anything, they ought to be able to help people who can't help themselves. We live in a first world nation. Nobody should starve because they don't have a fucking job that pays enough. Nobody should be fucking living in the goddamn streets because, you know, they're disabled or whatever. Like, again, I've always thought of welfare as like a, hey, I might need this now, but hopefully I don't need it in the future. But some people are always going to need it, right? Some people are always going to need help. They don't have the capability to get past a bad time. But everybody could potentially be in a spot where they need it. And then you wouldn't be like, it's coming out of my paycheck. Conspiracy theorist Derek Johnson taunts haters for not showing up while in an empty field with no followers. Quote, all fingers, no trigger. They don't want none. 2-year Army veteran Derek Johnson says he has hard copy evidence that Hillary and Obama had deleted. Conspiracy theorist grifter Derek Johnson claims he was a victim when swindled out of $100,000 donation meant for him. Feels bad for the donor. What? Is that in that video? Conspiracy theorist grifter Derek Johnson claims he was a victim when swindled out of $100,000. Is that what he was talking about earlier when I was talking? Breaking news. Derek Johnson slams followers for always spelling his name incorrectly. Why can't they get it right? Failed country music singer. I like how they keep giving him worse and worse descriptions. Failed country music singer Derek Johnson says he took his best friend, fellow country music writer, off life support while caring for him so wife could drop son off at college. Cult followers no-show at conspiracy theorist failed country singer Derek Johnson's 1-year celebration as he takes to social media to complain about government military rigged country music industry. Cult followers a no-show at conspiracy theorist failed country music singer Derek Johnson's 1-year celebration as he takes to social media to complain about government military rigged country music industry. That's twice. University of Alabama alumni Derek Johnson celebrates 1 year anniversary of psychotic rant alone in Alabama field. Hashtag roll tide, hashtag conspiracy theories, hashtag sucks to suck, hashtag where were the portable potties, hashtag or at Rattletrap 1776. Damn, some of those are pretty good. Some of those are pretty good. Jan, your rants are boring from Trump 1, 1973. Is that President T1? Is that who that is? I'm looking at some of the comments now. 17th SCOG here. Special Civilians Operations Group. Who made this? So someone's trolling him from a page called the 17th Special Civilians Operations Group. As American patriots, we firmly uphold our founding principles, considering them the very essence of our civic morals. They keep tagging him and shit. The debunk angle keeps stacking up. Haha. Is this the guy who wrote that thing, maybe? Hey, Derek, you got a problem. The Former Presidents Act allocates funding to former presidents to carry staff and rent office space. The GSA keeps records of these payments. Yes, they do. So the president, former governors, probably former Congress people will always have a budget for the rest of their lives for staff and offices. Each former president shall be entitled the remainder of his life to receive from the United States a monetary allowance at a rate per annum payable monthly by the Secretary of the Treasury, which is equal to the annual rate of basic pay as in effect from time to time of the head of the executive department as defined in Section 101 of Title V, United States Code, Section 101 of Title V. However, such allowance shall not be paid for any period in which such former president holds an appointive or elective office or position in or under the federal government or the government of the District of Columbia, to which is attached a rate of pay other than a nominal rate. So basically, they have this for the rest of their lives. Oh, he's a Substack guy. That's the word I couldn't think of. I read him do a Substack. He tagged me in something one time. We were bitching. By the way, someone tagged me the other day and said, that's Cold Beer Confessional. He doesn't believe in the Q stuff like we do, but he's pretty good at debunking some people or some shit like that. Then one of Derek's fans asked me, I put wrong again, Derek, and they asked me to explain why, and I had to explain it, and they didn't respond. Oh, how Woody spins why he got the boot from CIC Trump for. I can't wait to hear. Oh, he was banned from Truth Social? Was Derek banned from Truth Social? Did someone already tell me that? Maybe. All right, I want to watch something less blow my brains outy. Is that a descriptor? Is that a good adjective? Less blow my brains outy. Twat handle, a person of dull wits whom is easily influenced, used as a general term for endearment. Guys, I just convinced Rob to jam his cock into a toaster. Oh, man, he's such a twat handle. It's the first time I've ever heard it used. First time ever I've ever heard it used. What the fuck is this? The fuck is that? Where did you find this? He flew too close to the sun. Oh, in your emails. Okay. I have been reading your emails. Are they evacuating Maui again? Or the lasers must have struck again. By the way, don't fall into this stupid fucking blue laser bullshit. Okay? Blue roofs, blue material, blue lasers. So, for any type of light-based radiation to affect with something, it has to have the ability to absorb heat, or absorb enough heat to burst into flames, okay? So that little test where they have like red, green, blue, and then something else, and the blue one's the only one that doesn't catch on fire, you don't know what the fuck that material is. You don't know what its reflective properties are. You don't even know if they did a color shift filter on it and it's not even fucking blue. They don't even tell us what the fuck those materials are. That's so dumb. Second of all, back in 2012, I looked this up through my history on Google Chrome. I read an article saying that that a lot of people were going to blue roofs, including entire countries are going to blue roofs because it wasn't white, because white looks bad, stains, all that shit. But it was a light enough color with enough reflective properties that it would reduce heating bills by like 20 to 40%. Like that's so... Blue roofs have nothing to do with fucking lasers. It wasn't a laser to begin with, but even if it was, here's how dumb people think, okay? I'm opening up paint.net. You're in for a lesson. Fucking twat handles. Fucking jagoffs. Okay. Here we go. You ready? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Oh. I'm not drawing because you people make fun of it too much, so I'm just going to do squares. I know they're not the same size. Houses aren't the same size either. Okay. Here we go. Got it? Everybody on board? Now, no one, literally no one, is claiming that a laser beam from space shot boom, 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 boom. Every house. No one's claiming that. No one is claiming that a laser beam shot every house. We would see those beams, right? After about 10 houses were on fire, the other several thousand, we could just watch a laser beam shoot them. Instead, what these idiots are claiming is that a laser beam shot this house over here or these woods over here. And from that, it started a fire. Right? It started a fire. Okay? Boom. Fire. Got it? Now, that fire then spread to other homes. Right? That's the claim. And woods and everything else. If a blue roof prevented the laser from setting this house on fire, what prevents the fire from setting this house on fire? What if the blue roof prevented the laser from setting the house? What prevents the fire from setting the house on fire? There was also this claim about these stupid fucking umbrellas. There was like these blue umbrellas that didn't burn. First of all, they're made out of material that's probably fire resistant and probably pretty sturdy because they're out in the heat all the time and they don't want to lose their coloring. Second of all, there was literally a building, then a huge ass space with nothing flammable, and then like a couple of trees that didn't look like they got burnt. And there were like 60-mile-an-hour winds. Okay? So when a fire spreads, the flames are spreading or whatever, and it like hits a house or whatever, and there's something flammable there. But if you have like a material flapping in the wind and embers and shit are flying on it, do you think those embers are going to latch onto it and sit there long enough to burst it into flames? Or do you think they'll be blown away? It's an umbrella. Houses have areas where embers can build up, where stuff can get stuck, where things are extremely flammable, are surrounded by dry grass, and probably overgrown a little bit. Like, the umbrellas is a dumb argument, too. Could you imagine trying to set... Imagine this. I give you a lighter, and I send you in a wind tunnel with 65-mile-an-hour winds and say, light that piece of fabric on fire that's just fucking flapping in the wind like hell. I don't think you'd get it. I don't think you'd get it. I got a rundown. Hold on, let me read this. I got a rundown of a Scott Rogers video. I didn't get the video. I got a rundown of the video. Okay? Here, you guys can watch this while I'm looking for it. I don't know what this is, but there you go.
Minor leagues, there's a lot of guys that you play with and you can remember were great people.
We're very good friends. We got to come together. Alfredo Chacon is in a ton of pain here. Hopefully, it's all right.
Right in the old ball sack. Did he say my egg? What'd he say? My balls, my sack. I don't know what he said. I couldn't hear him. There you go. Right in the ball sack. Here's the little rundown I got. Scott battled Kermit this morning. It was mostly nothing, but here's the highlights. You ready? There's 3 highlights. Scotty's dad is in the hospital. He has high sugar. Number 2, Scotty has a crick in his neck and says he may have to go to the hospital as well. Yeah, my dad's in the hospital. Yeah, his sugar's too high. Yeah, it's really sad. You know, I can sense when his sugar's too high. I can sense it. Yeah, plus my neck's been hurting because I swept on it long, and I'm thinking maybe they're going to put me in the hospital next. Anyways, number 3, Kermit has a cold. So that are your 3 highlights from Scott Rogers' live stream with Kermit the Frog. Scotty's dad is in the hospital with high sugar. Scotty has a crick in his neck and says he may have to join his dad in the hospital. And Kermit has a cold. Nobody laugh.
I'm here to support President Trump. You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades. Make up charges and put them, so I know Trump is innocent. I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tiered justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. And I'm wearing my shirt, Niggas for Trump 2024, and I mean that.
What do you think about the indictments?
Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Got him. Da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. Da-da-da-da. Shelly removed Art Pure from her group.
I hope so. Why don't you use another screen and not show it?
God, I hate this guy.
I should just block it off, honestly. Nah, I'm gonna do it.
I hate rice gum. I hate rice gum. Deal currently not available. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Dude.
Austin, is that your tortoise? First of all, you never even explained where you got that guy's name is Rice Gum, Etsuko. The guy that just popped up on the Rumble, that autoplayed or whatever. His name is Rice Gum. He's a piece of shit who basically grifted kids, got them gambling, done a bunch of stupid shit. But you never explained how you got a tortoise. Second of all, why is it fucking that pumpkin?
Dude.
It seems like it's having fun, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I make that same sound. Why did you guys get a tortoise? Oh, let me mute this for a second because I got to find this one video for you guys, and I'm afraid I'm going to click on the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on, I'm looking. Chill the fuck out, guys. I'm looking. Y'all are so damn hateful all the time. All right, I think I got it. Life is a game. Let me get you the audio so I don't mess this up. You ready? Tell me that wasn't an amazing video. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was pretty funny clip with it. Everybody's doing this trend now. Apparently that's how she got the video. I don't know why everybody's doing this. They are.
Cream. Come on, Cream. Cream.
Oh no! No! Not the disability goats. God damn it. They even got the disability goat. Will, you fine with Bullshifter? He's in hiding. He just disappeared. I don't know. He just fucking dipped, never said a word, disappeared, and gone. I have no fucking idea. You guys remember the Chicken Wars? Look at this.
And I just want
I honestly don't know. It was really weird. Like, he was talking like we're family and we're so close and everything's so great. And then he's just fucking gone. I know he didn't tell me bye. Didn't tell me fuck off. He didn't talk to anybody else. He deleted all his shit and he's fucking gone. Which is the second time he did it. But at least the first time he fucking told somebody or text somebody or something. This whole segment's in honor of Rob P. God, it's huge. They're trying to do it with a big ass go. Anyways, there's a bunch of these videos. That's probably the best one. It was the first one I showed you. That's a pretty good one. They're super viral right now. Goat spinning. Goats, poor goat. I don't think they're being hurt.
Is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good. Bentonville West is successful.
7:52 to go.
Successful. We've got a problem. What happened? Play is being suspended, Hornet fans.
Is it a shooting?
What are they doing? What's going on? Play.
They're evacuating for sure.
We got something going on bad, y'all.
A teen had a gun on him, causing a panic towards the end of the gun.
Just ran everybody.
So it doesn't seem like there was a shooting. It just says a teen had a gun on him.
Fan, we don't know what happened with 7:52 left.
All right, the time has come.
The Trumpkin. Oh my God.
Filled out.
That looks like a Trumple melon.
A little spot on top of his head, but his hairline filled in good.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
Let's go open them up. All right, let's get them opened up. There's a good look at them. There's the back.
That's terrifying.
In front.
You'd fuck this pumpkin? The fuck is legend? What did we talk about? Fetishes are for your inside voice. Okay? They're always for your inside voice.
All right, all the bolts are out. Let's pry them out. Try to anyway. Looks like we're getting the back first. All right, here we go. We got the
Use some compressed air.
Here it comes.
Well, it doesn't have as much detail as I thought it would.
Pretty ugly.
I'd hole out that fucking mouth for sure.
If a drop of semen has more lives than a drop of...
I'd be... Oh, God, I just thought of a song. I'd be jocking you quick. I'd slide up to the bar, order you a drink, and then stir it with my dick. Something. First date. And if you lost a little weight, you look like Ricky Lake.
Photos taken before tragedy, episode 5.
Oh, no.
This guy sitting behind me. Photos taken before tragedy, episode 5. So this
That's
guy
some
sitting
insane
behind me
clown
here
posse,
is
I
John
think.
Edward Jones, and he was exploring with his buddies the Nutty Putty Cave when he went down a passage and actually ended up getting stuck inverted, unable to be pulled out. These aren't his actual sneakers, I believe. I think this is just crap that people have been posting on the internet pretending to be him. But this is kind of to give you the depiction. He's actually stuck upside down in the cave, and he stays like that for 24 hours. Rescuers try to pull him out different ways.
Did we read
but
that
the way
story?
his body got lodged, he ended up just dying upside down. After the incident, they end up sealing off the area, and nobody's ever really able to go back in there. Well, this couple here actually
That
just
wasn't
got
him.
spent with his buddies the Nutty Putty Cave. When
That's not him. That's not even the picture of him. The guy was young and had black hair.
And he went down.
Uh-oh. Moon's out, goons out, baby. Where the fuck's the breacher at? What is going on? That was horrible. Somebody's got to be the first, man. You can't just stand around and be like, not it. Nope, not it. What the fuck was that? Dude didn't have to pop the door. It was just unlocked. And it confused him, I guess. Boop. Whoa, 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 whoa! They didn't even stack. Look how much distance is between them. By the way, the reason you stack, a lot of people will tell you it like makes you a smaller target, or you can communicate better, you can speak. The reason you stack literally on top of each other, like you're touching each other, is because no questions asked, no matter which way you're looking, whether you got rear security or left, or you're looking at the roof or whatever, no questions asked. When that man in front of you moves, then you know he's left. You're not going to be left behind if you're like calm silent or you're running blackout or some shit. Yeah, he might have fired, but I don't... It's really weird because he's kind of left here fucked by himself. The other guy turns around backwards. They didn't stack on the door. This is all weird.
All right, so some people tagged me in this video. Apparently, some guy on the internet wanted to talk some shit. And if you know me, you know I don't play that.
Okay.
So
seems like a setup for a joke.
It's time that we talked about punching this guy.
Aliens, are they real? Yes or no?
In the face.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, right off the bat. It's like that, huh? Just talking about straight up punching me in the face, physically assaulting.
Damn, that started early.
Your friggin' haircut. What's going on there? You got like blonde hair guy.
And there's
By the way, he's got a veteran hat on, but it says retired drug dealer.
Moral to this story, so please stick around to the end.
Oh, there's a moral to the story. There's a moral to the story about punching me in the face. Oh, ha! I can't wait to hear this. This is gonna be rich.
You may know him, you may not. That's Austin Archer, your pal Austin on TikTok.
Oh, by the way, when we were talking about, I should have brought this up, like our taxes helping people that need help. I read a study, or I read a paper the other day. It was, I don't even want to call it a paper. I read like an op-ed that had some research in it, I guess. Do you know that everybody complains about, you know, like kids with no families, like foster kids, like orphans, right? If you just singled out Christianity, if every church in the U.S., Christian church, Protestant church in the United States helped one kid find a home, there would literally be like thousands of churches who had nothing to do. That blows my fucking mind.
TikTok. He's pretty famous there, but he's also a musician and entertainer. He's got a crazy podcast called People Pleaser, which is super good. You should go listen to it. But Austin Archer, he's an extraordinary actor, and he played the character Bo in Alien Country, which is a movie that I directed with my wife, Rennie.
I'm a straight shooter. That's why they call me Bo. Yeah. Okay. I think I know what's going on here. I think that's Boston McConaughey, and he directed me in a movie a couple of years ago, and he's just trying to promote the movie. I think I'm actually friends with that guy. IRL is what's happening.
They could also help one homeless person get off the street, and they could still do it without like 7 states full of churches or some shit.
Honestly, kind of embarrassed that I didn't recognize.
So if every Christian church helped one kid find a home with either their members or something like that, or funded the ability for them to find a home or something like that, and helped one fucking homeless person, one orphan and one homeless person, it would be solved.
At first. I'll let him talk to you a little bit more about it.
Austin's been directed by incredible directors, David Fincher, Kevin Costner, Boston McConaughey, but we hired him, and I hadn't worked with him before. I didn't know how hardcore Austin actually is. So on day 2 of our shoot, we had this big bar fight, and Austin had to get punched in the face. We had a stunt coordinator, and they practiced, and they were doing this whole thing where he would stumble back into the wall and hit his head and all this sort of stuff, right? And it looked great, and we were going to shoot it from multiple angles to sell the gags, sell the whole thing, because we weren't actually punching him in the face.
And action on rehearsal. Shut up!
We were filming, and we got like 3 or 4 takes off, and I was like, oh, awesome, let's move the camera over here. 3 or 4 takes. Oh, great. Another, let's go to it over here. Okay, 3 or 4. And after about 12 times, Austin just stands there for a second, and he's like, oh, dang, I'm gonna throw up. And I was like, oh, are you okay? Is everything all right? Do we need to take a minute? And so I'm a director, and I like to I get physical when I direct, kind of show blocking or whatever it is. And so I literally just in that moment said, well, let me step in for a second here. And I whipped my head back one time, doing the action that he had done several dozen times at this point. And instantly I was like, oh, ow, I just think
Okay, this is
congratulations. You have once again made it to criminal TikTok. And
Holy fuck. I can't. He's got the cat by the throat.
What the fuck is going on? I feel like I was violated as soon as we opened the video.
Holy fuck. I can't.
There's a dog and a mountain lion?
He's got the cat by the throat. No, it's the dog. He's good.
It's a beagle. There's a beagle fighting a mountain lion in the bottom of a hole.
He's good. The dog's fine? Yep, dog's good. Dog's got the cat. Yeah. Holy fuck.
I saw that cat's butthole. Oh, this is the guy that I was looking for the other day. Professional douche. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find the video I watched the other day. Oh, is this not his real channel? This guy's funny. Did they mute this one?
Mike Pence, you forgot me. We went to conversion therapy together.
No! Listen, if you touch one of us,
this is the one we watched.
You're gonna get what you want. How's that sound? Oh, that don't bother me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, everything we disagree with is communism.
Yeah, we don't want communists here in this country.
Everything we disagree with is communism. Literally communism.
She hasn't got a clue.
Yeah, we have a clue though.
I haven't got a clue, lady. I'm sorry for you. I feel very sorry for you.
We know what we're talking about. She's what?
She's dumb.
She is. Anyone we disagree with is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That racism isn't real?
I don't believe that racism is real.
Yeah, we're here to spread that message. The racism is a prop by the far left media to incite racial division in this country. Exactly. There's no such thing as racism.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
I like your sign. What does my sign say?
The sign says that slavery never happened.
You agree?
Slavery never happened. God damn.
Make way!
What are you doing?
Matt Gates! I got you the underage girl! I got you the underage girl!
This guy's a real.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can have her!
Oh no.
You can have her!
Make way. If If you don't know, Matt Gaetz, a very, 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 very close friend, got busted peddling underage girls, and she claims that Matt Gaetz was involved and knew, and maybe even part of the sexual portion.
Who controls property here? Do you know? Can you find out who controls the property here, please? Whoever controls the property, can I have my doll back? Stop.
No women were harmed during the making of this video. Full video on 7/30/23. Damn, it's already out. That was funny. We're gonna watch it again. I got your underage girl. He seems so like. So I guess he went in the bathroom and pumped it up.
Make way!
What are you doing?
Matt Gaetz, I got you the underage girl. I got you the underage girl.
This guy's a real peach.
You can have her.
Yeah.
You can have her.
Nick one.
Who controls property?
He's sensitive, that guy. Well, there's an actual legitimate claim about you. I don't know if I'd call that someone doing this and bringing attention to it as sensitive. That's funny. Anyways, he does this. This must not be his real channel, but there was one that I found just the other day that was him. Hold on. YouTube.com. He was holding a sign that's, oh my God, I haven't seen this one. Hold on.
This is like real.
I come, I fuck shit up, I leave.
I'm dressing up in a pig costume just for you guys. So.
This was not the one I was looking for. You would have to be extremely careful if you went like a legit congressman or like the president. You'd have to make sure like you never retched for anything. You never did anything. You were dressed properly. You didn't have a fucking anything on your head they could confuse for a whatever. Like you'd have to be very careful to not take a bunch of bullet holes.
One eternity later.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. And thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe. They're selling narcotics.
Back the blow.
Piece of shit. What? I'm here to support you.
I'm here to support you.
What?
I think that's just some of the best troll. I swear, dude, if I could find a Trump rally or event or something near me, I know all their talking points. I know how to agree with them all. If I could just control my unrelenting rage and never suggest a hypothetical near any of them, I think I'd be all right.
Why are you dressed like a pig? Because I'm here to support you. Support the police? I love the police.
Why is this necessary?
What?
Why is this necessary?
What?
Why just, there's a lot of peaceful protesters
That's insulting.
over there, and everyone's being nice and really calm, and you guys you have a whole group over there.
I'm a peaceful protester.
Did you guys see the ice cream truck video that went viral? While we're talking about viral videos, that song made me think about it. This ice cream just stops because these dudes are fucking out here killing it. I'm a very proud boy. Well endowed as well. So the guy just stops and records them for a while. one time when we were checking one of Mariah's family members into the nut house, I knew that she was having a bad day. So this is a whole story. Are you ready for a story? We were checking one of Mariah's family members into like the nut house or rehab or something in like this shitty part of town. And she was having a bad day and she saw an ice cream truck. And it was like just a street over. And this was back when I was in shape and I was like in the military. So it was just like a street over. And she's like, I would love an ice cream. And I'm thinking, God damn it. That means I got to go get it. So like as soon as I started, she went back inside to do whatever she was doing. And then the ice cream truck, as soon as I started walking, it moved. So I thought I can cut this thing off, right? So I started jogging. And I swear on my life, he knew I wanted ice cream. I made eye contact with him several times. And he would wait for me to get close. He pissed me off. The first time I got to him, okay? So the first time I get to him, there's kids. He stopped. He's selling ice cream cones. And I am literally like, I jogged like a block. It wasn't like all out sprint or anything. I jogged like a block. And he's selling kids ice cream cones. And I am probably 20 steps away from him. And like the kids are like talking to, like he knows I'm there. He's hanging out the window. He's looking. He's talking. There's like 4 or 5 kids there. 2 of the kids come by like down the way and they're like, hey. I was like, oh, you got some ice cream? They're like, hell yeah, blah, 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 whatever. As soon as I get like within like 15 steps, he slams the door closed and hops in the driver's seat and fucking guns it. Okay? And I'm thinking, this motherfucker, like, does he think I won't chase him another block? Does he think I can't get fucking ice cream? Is this some type of, what the fuck is going on here? So I immediately, this was like a scene from a movie. So I immediately started chasing him, and he's like, he makes like a couple quick turns, and I cut through some people's backyards. He stops again to get kids, and I'm like, fucking, this time I'm like running. I'm like, hey, hey. Same thing happens again. As soon as I get close enough to where we could literally just talk to each other without raising our voice, boom, slams the thing and takes off again. I ended up chasing this motherfucker for like 6.5 blocks. Okay? And you think finally he gave up and thought, man, this guy's dedicated. He wants fucking ice cream. Or he's out here for his pregnant fucking wife getting ice cream. Nope. Nope. Hell no. This motherfucker drives under the interstate and hits an on-ramp to get off the interstate, running from my ass. Clearly, I can't chase him on the fucking interstate. So as I'm like walking back 7.5 blocks away from where I originally started, pouring fucking sweat, I ran through some thorns and shit. You can ask Mariah, when I came back, I was bleeding. I ran through like a thorn bush in somebody's backyard. My fucking arm was like ripped open and bleeding and shit. As I'm walking all the way back, didn't get no fucking ice cream. A completely different ice cream truck pulls up beside me, no music playing or nothing. And he's like, I don't know if they coordinated this. They were like on the radio. This was like sometime, I thought it was on the fucking, I thought I was getting punked. A completely different ice cream truck with no fucking lights on or anything. Guy just pulls up beside me and his window's down like the party drives. He's like, hey, man, you want an ice cream? Yeah, sure. Thanks. And he sells me an ice cream. And then I walk back to the ice cream, come back, and I'm like fucking pouring the sweat. My fucking shirt's all fucked up and like sideways and shit, covered in dirt and bleeding. And Mariah's like, took you long enough. Wow, you've been gone for like 15 minutes. Where'd you go? Get it. Get it. This video went viral. It was pretty good. It was good enough to go viral. The one I wanted to see, he shows up with a he gets arrested, I think. This might be a Back to Blue cultists rallied in the wild.
Hi guys.
God, they hate his sign. They hate his sign.
Hey, as your group gets a lot larger and everything like that, can we just ask you guys to park over here so we don't take up the whole parking space up here? Not that we're gonna have a mad rush of people coming in for police business, but
You never know. You never know.
because your Connor group might be here today, and
We hear that.
I decided to rally with them.
I usually just. Hey man, thank you for setting this up.
It says, his sign says, "We deep throat the whole boot."
Appreciate it.
She really did say that. It took you long enough. You've been gone for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, you stupid fucking.
There you go.
Moral of the story is, thank God I had the ice cream to cool down because my arms were tired from beating that bitch right in the fucking mouth.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Can you explain what your sign is?
Yeah, we support the police.
That's not
We support the police.
supporting the police.
What are you talking about?
You're saying we deep throat. That's inappropriate.
Why?
Because it's inappropriate. It's deep throat the whole boot. I don't even know what that means. But
If you don't deep throat the boot, then you don't support the police.
yeah, I'm gonna ask you to move that down then, if you would, because that's not what we're about. We're not having inappropriate signs. If you want to go down that way and do that, you sure can.
Okay.
You can't back the blue with us, man.
See, they're honking at my sign.
Yeah, I need you to go down there.
All right.
Could you please go down that way? Because that's not part of our cause. We're here.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you to leave. Or I'm gonna have to ask the police department to move you.
Okay.
Mariah, I told him the story the other day about my Mercedes. You remember the Mercedes? And that guy in that BMW and his wife came up and drove beside us on the interstate and like stared at us. And then they like stared back and forth and they like made a weird hand signal and took off. And you're like, what the fuck was their problem? I was like, it's because they can't afford a Mercedes. They don't know what a luxury car is like. They're in their piece of shit BMW.
We're offended.
That's fine.
We're gonna go call the police. Where?
He's chasing him.
We're going to report this to the police because we're very offended.
I was so embarrassed to be in my
Officer, we're very
Mercedes.
offended by the sign. Okay. All right.
It had some type of issue. Mariah's hair was all fucked up. It didn't have AC. And it had some type of issue to where the window switches were in the center console. And as you were just randomly driving down the road, you didn't even have to hit a bump or nothing. The windows would just go up and down on their own all the time. Even sometimes I would have the key in my hand and the car turned off and the windows would just be like, voot, 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 just going up and down.
We're very offended.
We're standing outside there. We're supporting the police. We've asked to have not appropriate offensive signs. This individual has inappropriate signs. He's not supporting what we're doing. We've asked him to please move down away from our area so that people are not confused with our signs with what he wants to do. He's within his rights, but he needs to move further down and not harass individuals who are exercising their First Amendment.
It was a 1984, I think, or 85 Mercedes-Benz 300D for diesel. And this Duke.
No. Oh, yes. Okay, thank you.
Officer, we're very offended.
Okay. Like I said, the supervisor is coming up, and we will keep you also, okay? So
Okay.
I would just appreciate if you want to wait here, if you want to wait outside,
Sure.
if you want to wait outside, if you wait here, because I don't want you guys together.
All right. Well, I'm going back to the protest.
All right, that's fine.
It's not a protest, so.
It's not a protest. Sorry.
Oh, we're still at the bottom. I drive a 97 Jeep Cherokee with 2 busted shocks.
It's a rally. We're here supporting the police.
Your sign.
I'm gonna go viral one day, I hope.
It says otherwise, so we have to get
If you want to go back across the street, sir, you can go back across the street. If you want to wait outside, but I don't want to argue in the lobby.
What's going on, guys?
I just asked this gentleman if he's exercising his First Amendment rights, which is fine. We asked him to please move down from where our guests are gathered for police support. And his sign is also inappropriate. We're not wanting to be confused with what we're...
I had a badass Duramax at one time. It was probably the nicest vehicle I've ever owned, but we sold it to get a house.
We've asked them to move down, they refuse to do so.
There's a reason why you cannot move, give them their space and you can have your space and you can display your sign, whatever you want. That's fine.
So you don't have to give people, I mean, like, you can't be like physically accosting people or restricting their movement or whatever, but he can stand and protest where the fuck he wants.
Why is that?
I mean, no, there's no reason.
Oh, okay. So you'll help us out with that. Thank you.
And also,
I appreciate that.
We're not recording our individual guests. Another individual recording individuals there. And if they want to move further down, out of the way, that's fine. We've done that for previous.
They're not allowed to record. Huh? They're not allowed to record.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's against the law.
You're recording right now as well.
I'm pretty sure it's against the law.
What's that?
To record in a public space.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
He's trolling them. They never get it. They never get it.
But you're recording?
It's against the law.
Okay. So you're going to move down the sidewalk, right? Is that saying give them their space?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, officer.
He's like, the guy said, well, we don't want people recorded. He's like, they can't record. It's illegal to record. He's trolling.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't know. Is he with the Black Lives Matter or?
He might be. So our group's there. We previously moved the other ones down.
I didn't think they were here yet.
I'd asked them to move down further because we, Lieutenant Bonagich, we had our first event. Yeah. They decided to stay here. We
No. That's what we're preferring everybody to do.
So if you could just make sure that woman right there is also recording.
What we prefer everyone to do is not law.
Recording our people, and now they can't even stay there and just.
Who's
right there in the blue? She's recording our individuals at the event.
Okay.
And he's got an inappropriate sign, so I don't want him to be confused with what we're doing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. He didn't move.
Hey, come and talk to me. All right. We've asked you nicely, okay? Okay. You said you were going to go down there and stand, okay?
But then I decided.
Yeah, but you're doing it to antagonize people. So.
I'm supporting the police.
Yeah, we've asked you nicely.
If you don't deep throat the whole booth, then you're not a police supporter.
I don't get what you mean by that, but
nobody gets it.
Perfect sense to me.
Yeah, but why are you doing this? That's what I don't understand.
Support the police.
No, but you're not. You're
I am.
Yes, but they've asked you nicely. I mean, isn't a reason why you cannot move down?
This looks like Phil's twin brother who died of a marijuana overdose.
So you climb down the sidewalk? Or?
No.
Okay. My opinion is I just assume shut the whole thing down. Unless you're going to allow him to stand here.
We're going to have to shut the whole thing down unless you allow him to stand here.
But we're not going to have a disturbance. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not disturbing anyone. I'm just
well, yeah, you know you are. So.
I'm just peacefully standing here. That's all.
Again, he's not doing anything. He couldn't be like trying to aggress against them or accosting them or preventing them from moving or challenging them to fight. But if he's just standing there silently and he's not talking to anybody unless they talk to him.
I just want to support the police.
This BMW was a brand new M3 that pulled up beside us, and it was like the typical like we just Buffy. Would you like to take the convertible to the country club? And like fucking gold chains and fucking chest hair hanging out. Look kind of like Mort when he retires, if you know what I catch my drift.
Did you, I was going to say, I chose it to hold signs. Okay. You can put it right there. I had Victor Gore. That's how I know you're really fast. But I want to hold up my sign. Support it. I'm just trying to stay my ground because a lot of people ask me for it. And then instead of saying, thank you for this individual, they say, oh, I can do what you ask me to leave. Okay, well, next week. Sir, you're offending me. That's fine. I told him to move down there.
He turned right back on him and said, hey, sir, you're offending me. Can you turn down there? Can you move down there? I like the older BMW 3 Series. I used to autocross one when I was young. Or it's not autocross. What's it called? Damn it. Rallycross one.
No, I mean, we're all nice officer. If you asked you to move down, yeah, you said the fence line is yours.
So I'm going to ask you to either move down or to leave, okay?
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Okay, I'll stay here. The floor's covered in sand.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to move down or leave. Take your pick. I'm going to stay here.
I ask you to leave.
We'll cover Phil tomorrow on a mega show. It'll be the last day of Kick. We'll cover Phil. He did a show tonight. Some people said he was methed out when he first started.
Okay.
You're asking me?
Yes. Down the sidewalk. No, I'm not going to allow you to cause a disturbance, guy. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you are. So you know what you're doing.
I need to start earlier and work in probably a longer show because I still got some Derek Johnson stuff that I haven't covered and some Phil stuff.
I've asked you nicely to do it. Sit down there. You're not with this group here. You're here to antagonize, so I'm going to ask you nicely.
Adam and I are good friends. You don't remember?
He and I are good friends.
He does.
All right. What's it going to be, guy? You going to move down or am I going to escort you off?
Yeah. I'll stay right here.
Okay. Let's go.
His followers think that half the mugshot is Biden's face and half of it's Trump's face, and it's a troll to tell us that Trump is being arrested, or that Biden's actually being arrested, not Trump.
Are you ordering?
Yep. Is your vehicle here, or what? I'm going to escort you to your vehicle, or I can escort you inside.
No, you're going to arrest me? I don't
You caused a disturbance, now, sir.
I'm not causing any disturbance.
I've asked you nicely.
If you want to arrest me for this, I'll fight it.
By the way, he could easily get a bag for this. Like, you can't arrest somebody for standing there quietly.
Okay. Let's go. Get your wish.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Hey, you're going to have to take that down or something, all right?
Gary.
You want her to take it? 130, we have one in custody.
For what charge?
You want to take a sign too, please? Thank you.
I don't think he goes through and like sues and hires lawyers, but he easily could.
Record this.
It's being recorded. You get a copy of it, guys.
Oh, you're
Yeah, I've been recording it, so.
What are you charging me with?
We're going to discuss it once we go over, okay? You have identification on you? Okay. Can you grab his identification?
Sure.
Please.
Where'd you say it was?
She said it's in his car.
In your package.
Thank you. Yeah, we can walk.
You have the right to remain silent. If you talk to any police officer, anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Do you understand? Yes. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before your question. You may have a lawyer with you during question. Do you understand? Yes. You cannot afford a lawyer. One will be appointed for you if you wish before the question. Do you understand? Yes. If you wish to answer any questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand? Yes. You may stop answering questions at any time to talk to a lawyer, and you may have a lawyer with you during any further question. Do you understand? Yes.
Tennessee is not a stop and identify state. It depends state to state. But once you're arrested, I think you have to either give them name and birth date or ID. Arrested and breach of peace and released on a $1,000 non-surety bond. The charge was dropped. Of course it was. For standing there quietly, god damn, he could have sued the fuck out of him. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Any grievances you have, take them up with the complaint department. If you don't know what our complaint department is, it is just Yori while she's trying to park in New York City in Little Haiti. So you have to call her while she's trying to park. You have to listen to the gunshots and horns and, terrifying screams. Drug dealers addled on fucking Flocka running by. That's the complaint department. Thank you guys for joining us. Will Bird, this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Support the stream offline by going to coldbeer.fund, FUND.FUND. Contribute to the show. Help me go viral. Share my video. Clip it. Fucking share a funny part. I don't know. Were there any funny parts tonight? Enjoy. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Don't do anything a professional douche would do. Unless it's funny. Then send me the video.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are. And
Fuck, it's 1 a.m. right? What do you want me to do?
You don't have balls.
Another 4 hours because you just got here?
Okay, Scott. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit.
My beautiful wife, Mariah Bird, everyone.
Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believers? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord and to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard. of people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard.